All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1. This is the third quarterfinal of King of the Desert 2, All Arabia, and we have Fat Dragon. Fat Dragon's in the blue. He is playing as the Celts, which is one of his 5 civilizations to choose for this quarter. And then we have Yinghua, who everyone is surprised to even see here in the quarterfinals. He is playing as the Celts as well. So, Dave, we have a mirror matchup to start it off.
Yeah, I guess they wanted to just get Celts out of the way. I mean, it's not a top tier civ, but it's pretty solid.
Yep.
So you get the jitters out on your first game. Looking at the maps, they're actually not that bad for King of the Desert 2.
Yesterday, there were so many bad maps, man. Oh my goodness, we just couldn't stand it. But yeah, you're right, this is good. Vivi's map, the only questionable thing will be the extra resources, but for the start, this is amazing. He has 3 wood lines. He can easily wall to his TC. He has a back gold, safe berries. The stone on the left will be a concern for him, and then the golds on the front, but we're talking long term. And no, Yinghua, what are you doing?
Yinghua!
Oh, God. He went to lame the Fat Dragon, and he ran into his TC. Most players would call a re here, but it is game 1. You might not want to use your restart. That is really, really bad.
He might call it if Vivi spots a scout. Okay, Vivi's going the other direction. All right, so Yinghua, I mean, lose some HP on your scout, explore your enemy's base, maybe steal a goat or 2, and then near the 4-minute mark, you consider whether you want to call that re.
So, for people wondering why calling a restart here would make sense, just because your scout is weak, because your opponent can now lame you, and you can't do anything about it. Your opponent will have an edge in the fights, especially in a Celt War. Players will probably be going with Man-at-Arms. So Man-at-Arms with a weak scout is much weaker than Man-at-Arms with a full HP scout. The idea here was to steal resources, and he can't do that anymore. And now Vivi's running forward. And Vivi... yes. Oh, there's the re. Okay, yeah. So, I guess if you're watching this on YouTube, I have included the re most likely. Yinghua calls the re. He doesn't even have some of his resources at home, and he knows that Vivi's about to do some real damage here. So we'll just close this out. So forget about the maps. Back to our bad maps, I suppose.
There's already 1,800 people. You guys are crazy. The hell?
It is pretty crazy. What can I say, man? You remember the Masters of Arena 3 days? I remember before Masters...
We were like 300 people and we got off. We're like, oh my god, 300 people.
Guys, I remember giving myself this, like, I was living in my parents' place at the time, and right before the final of Masters of Arena 3, I was like, you're gonna do this, man. You're gonna get 200, 300 people. I was giving myself this little, like, pep talk. And now, like, 1,800 people before game 1 is even finished. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Is that where you wear a suit? No, that was
no, that was way before that.
Guys, he wore a suit and a tie to cast on Moobly Official.
It was a joke because it was the Noobs of AOC 3, so it's the most unofficial tournament, and I wore a suit. You can ask Smarthy. Smarthy and I talked about it. I thought it'd be funny. I still remember during that, Spring came into the Twitch chat. This was 3 years ago. He said, I think he said, what is this salesman selling and where can I get some? I still remember that comment from Spring.
He wore it ironically.
Yes, I did.
That's the story anyway.
Well, you can choose to believe what you want to believe. Either I'm extremely dedicated to the cast or I'm a troll. I did regret it, though. Like, once I was casting with the suit on and people were making comments about it, I definitely regretted it. Thank God we only had 100 people back then. Alright. I, for a second, thought we were going to have the same map gen for Vivi because he's so close to the edge of the map here. But we have a Celt War, of course, game 1, quarterfinal. And quick look at the maps, Dave, and this is okay for both players. It's not bad at all.
Yep. I mean, some concern with Yinghua's gold positions, but I think as far as King of the Desert 2 maps go, these are decent.
These are pretty good, yeah. So, Celt Wars in general, it normally starts off with infantry, so either a drush or man-at-arms rush, into archers and skirmishers. Then Castle Age, normally you're sticking with archers and skirmishers. And then you go for Mangonel defense or Mangonel attack. And then it's a boom towards the Imperial Age. And in the Imperial Age, it is normally World Raiders and Siege. So it's a bit like the classic Aztec meta where you'd start off with infantry, go to range, and then back into infantry. That is what I expect here. But obviously we are getting ahead of ourselves. Just something to keep in mind. Also, Yinghua does not have a restart. So if he ever loses a pig, loses a villager, has a bad start, has a bad map, he's going to have to deal with it throughout the remainder of these games today.
In a mirror matchup, though, you could justify going knights as Celts, I think.
Yeah, you can justify it if your opponent plays heavy into skirmishers once the archers start coming out, regardless of civ. So I've seen it with Britons and Byzantines, so you're definitely right on that. Obviously, Celts have a great eco bonus in that they chop wood faster, which translates into more farms, which translates into more food for knights. But I guess the main golds and stones, I'll just talk about them for a moment. Vivi's main gold is fine. His main stone is a bit awkward, but at least it's on the back, so that's fine. Secondary gold's on the right. Third gold is also forward there. Can't really TC that, the one near the center, but the other one on the right he could if he wanted to. Yinghua's main gold is questionable, but he can wall in front. This gold here can be TC'd, and then the other gold out here can be TC'd. So I can't say there's a lot in it with the maps. I'd say it's pretty close.
Yeah, they both have... the only thing that concerns me really is Yinghua's wood. Because he's only got that one option. Like, the one to the right is really small.
It also concerns me when players do that boar trick. That is a confident player right there.
They've got it. If you have four villagers in the TC, you can shoot it 3 times.
Dude,
if you've shot it twice to lure it in.
I was so confident in doing that. I did it 5 or 6 times in a row, and then on my 24-hour stream, I was playing against my brother of all people. I was like, oh, let's see if we can do this nomad TC trick. And I freaking killed the boar. And so ever since then, I've had anxiety trying it again.
Yeah, we all know you can't count, though.
Oh, stop. Did you? I don't know if you saw the clip. So what happened was, I had 4. I shot it the amount of times I needed to. And then my lore villager was on low HP. So I garrisoned her after the other villagers had ejected. But when I re-garrisoned her, the TC fired 1 arrow. And that 1 arrow was just enough.
Yeah, you can't garrison. That's why you get it down with 3 shots, and then you can 1-shot it before it kills your villager.
Yeah, I think I did.
Never put the villager back in.
Yeah, I learned a lesson that day. Okay.
All right.
I learned a lesson that day. I had to explain that to my brother later on. He's like, wait, but arrows? It's arrows from Villager's End to TC. Why? I don't get it. Josh actually met Dave when Dave visited.
His brother is like, imagine Tristan, but cooler.
Whoa, damn. This is like the 4th burn today. I'm already sick, and Dave has been burning me the whole stream.
No, we're chilling in this bar, right? We're having a few beers. Buddy's brother walks in. All of a sudden, like, owner of the bar is, like, introducing himself to us.
Yeah.
Like, random people in the bar coming up to, like, shake our hand.
My brother is real life popular. I am internet popular, okay? Put it to you that way. There is a pause right now for those wondering, yes. And Vivi is about to encounter the pig from Yinghua, which he could consider stealing if he sees it.
I think they're discussing whether this stone at the back of Vivi's base is admin-reable. I've seen a number of things in the chat about that. You have spec chat turned off, I think.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I might not be right on this, but I believe that 3 out of the 5 stone piles, or maybe 2 out of the 5 would have to be blocked off for it to be an admin re. I think 4... Well, okay, so technically 2 of them,
that tree's farther up than you think. If you click it.
Oh. Yeah, can you get this piece of stone is the question.
I don't think Vivi would mind. Like, I don't think that's a reason to go back.
Yeah.
That's a fairly safe stone back there.
Exactly, yeah. I think he'd prefer it to be on the back. Okay, so Vivi sees the pig. Now, it's risky to try and steal this because you don't know where Yinghua's scout is. If Yinghua's scout happens to be behind here, when you go to steal this, it could be a mistake. Which is why at the moment he's not going for it. He might try and pull the MBL, Dave.
He's waiting. If this was MBL, he'd be like, shh, shh, shh.
Don't say anything. Oh,
Vivi.
no, it's too
close.
late. Yeah, too late. And Vivi runs into the TC fire. He didn't know exactly where the TC was, of course. But he will not lame Yinghua.
Yes.
Yeah, they chose to continue. So it was an admin reable stone. Kurzini just said they chose to continue.
Okay. So I guess...
Like that.
They spoke to the players. Look at Vivi!
Oh,
Look at Vivi! Oh my god! The Fat Dragon has trapped in Yinghua's
Oh, he
scout.
might kill that villager.
Yeah, no loom, though.
Be careful.
Oh, he's fine. Wow, what a play from Vivi, man. Age of Gates. Incredible stuff. And now Yinghua doesn't have a scout. I was just going to say that the Fat Dragon was at a disadvantage because his scout was weaker, but he somehow trapped in Yinghua's scout. What a play. That was amazing. Someone in the chat said, it's GG. It's
well,
GG
if you
right
think
away.
about it, Yinghua called Ree because his scout was injured last game, and now he's lost his scout.
Yeah, he needs to protect his scout, man. Vivi sending 1 villager to gold. It will probably be 2. Both players getting loom at the exact same time. I think they'll click up and go man-at-arms here. And yeah, it seems to be the play. Let me just double check. Oh, wow. Yinghua going to the forward gold. Well, I guess it's not... I don't love it, but it's fine. He could wall on the villagers. I think the main gold is closer to the TC if he needs to run back, though.
Yeah, but if he walls between the wood line there and then up near his barracks like he's doing right now, that gold is going to be more secure than his main one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so
it's like equal distance.
Does Vivi go forward? Because...
With 1 villager, yes.
Oh my god, there
I
she
love
goes.
this, man. This guy's the only player that does this. 1 villager.
Vivi is amazing. You know there's going to be a Vivi villager in your base. You just don't know how many, you don't know where they will go. And he wants to tower this wood line, doesn't he? Or she. There she
It's
goes.
so smart. Like, if he can get this down, it distracts so many villagers from Yinghua. And Yinghua, he knows Yinghua doesn't have many wood options.
Yeah, this is true.
He scouted his base.
That is his best wood option. If he loses that, he'll be at a huge disadvantage. And, of course, Yinghua can't scout. Yinghua can't scout to see that this is happening.
Jeez, this tower is going to be so brutal.
Well,
Where does he go for wood after this? He goes to the right to that little nugget? Or does he drop a counter tower and kill it?
Dave, he has not scouted that wood in the back of his base either. Now, okay,
Ouch.
some of this wood can still be used, but Vivi will just wall it up most likely. Vivi has to defend because in comes Yinghua now with his 4 man-at-arms. Vivi's choosing to go right to Yinghua's base where he's building an archery range. And, oh my god.
Get it down, man.
He'll deny the archery range as well. Oh, but Vivi,
But Vivi lost the
bill.
villager. That was the weak one that the scout attacked earlier.
Oh, interesting. Why was he out there?
I don't know.
Bit sloppy from both. This is all before the tower goes up. So yeah, Yinghua walls in his villagers on the wood line. But he'll have to run away from this. And Vivi has walled his base up just fine, so the man-at-arms cannot get in. Actually, they could run next to the archery range, but they have not yet.
That sinking feeling when you've quick walled out the man-at-arms and then you see a tower pop up.
Oh god, this is so good for Vivi and so bad for Yinghua. He loses 1 more, 2 more, 3 more. Wow, that honestly could be the game, but I'm looking at Vivi's Vil count. It's not that high.
Yinghua just snuck right past the TC.
That's what I was
Vivi's
saying.
base.
Yeah, you could go through there. Vivi could have built a gate or could have built palisades to stop that. And how good are man-at-arms? Man-at-arms are so important to the meta nowadays. You get so much map control, can do so much damage, and there's 4 of them for Yinghua.
Uh-oh, Yinghua's gold. He's got to pay attention. Okay, he's repairing that, so Vivi can't get in. I think there's a hole in Vivi's wood line there.
Nope, there's not. Wait, there is! Oh my god, what is this first game? Oh man, this has been sloppy all around, and now Vivi will lose 2 villagers.
Good micro there from Yinghua to get in front of
3
that village.
villagers!
He might lose this
What is
woman!
happening?
Vivi!
What on earth? And meanwhile, Vivi ran into the town center with his man-at-arms. There's now a 3 villager lead for Yinghua. This has been sloppy, man. First game of the day for both, obviously.
Those kelp men-at-arms are so fast, too. The
Yeah.
archers are trying to get away.
Okay, so Vivi knows that Yinghua has to have wood somewhere. He sees that nugget of wood, as you call it, Dave. He goes towards the nugget of wood. He could definitely kill one more, but I think that now the archers are coming out. Oh my god.
Yinghua
Oh
just
my
ran
God.
right under Vivi's TC, and Vivi did not punish. Okay, he's killing one.
And Yinghua lost 2 villagers. So this is pretty even now. 26 vills for Vivi, 26 vills for Yinghua. Of course, Vivi has that 1 forward villager still inside the tower. So she needs to do something. But man, what a crazy start to this, Dave.
I like Vivi's position more right now, just because his base is more stable
Yeah.
than Yinghua.
He has not scouted
we'll
the
see what
stone in the
Yinghua
back,
can
by
do.
the way.
Ooh.
He doesn't know that's back there, but his lumberjacks might path that way, and I think we'll spot it.
That's a really ugly lumber camp.
Yeah, it's bad. He should have built it. He should have built it where his villager is at the bottom of this hill now. But okay, he sees the stone. We won't judge the lumber camp. Don't judge the fat dragon. No fat shaming here. And ooh, I like where Vivi's going with his archers, Dave. He's going to loop the long way around with his
And does
archers.
he bring the Vill with him too?
I think that Yinghua's men-at-arms are looking for her. I think she's going to the ostriches. Obviously, ostrich win for Vivi. Yeah, she's that villager's dead.
She could one-shot that one man-at-arm though.
Now just go back to the tower, I guess, right? Can she make it?
No, kelp man-at-arms. She can't.
The man-at-arms could block each other? No. Well, Dave, Yinghua, he found Vivi's archers. He's sending skirmishers with fletching after the archers. So I don't think Vivi can sneak in now. I'd really like to see some walling from Yinghua. But, you know, pretty even. I do agree. I think Vivi's base is more secure. He can't be surprised. Oh,
Yinghua
God.
has a ton of weak villagers on that wood, and he just has to evac, and there's nowhere for him to go.
Yeah.
Like, he's got to make a watchtower to counter that tower over there, like I said.
I didn't think Vivi would be able to make it to the wood line, but he was able to sneak in. And just his presence here for a brief moment delays the entire lumber economy from Yinghua. Oh, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that tower, but I guess it makes sense because he really needs his wood line.
He's going to drop it outside of range, and once he gets fletching, he'll be able to kill it.
Yep.
It's just, it'll take so long. It's ugly. Like, at least he's found that wood line at the back of his base now. So he can go there if he really wants to.
Yep, this is true. He could also use that to wall. And I don't think that Vivi's army is going to threaten Yinghua here. This is, I mean, maybe Vivi believes in his micro, but this is a risky fight to take if you're in Vivi's situation or Fat Dragon's situation. Yinghua has a small attack at the Fat Dragon's base. Fat Dragon has skirmishers there to defend. And as you said earlier, the one-man-at-arm is extremely weak, so I doubt that this will do anything. It's about eco now, Dave. It's about how good is your eco, how quickly can you get to Castle Age, get to Crossbow, get to Elite Skirm, get to the Siege, and get the TCs up.
Look, this game is so even. Look at the Vill count, look at the military count, look at the res. Like, it just, Vivi has less food, because he's getting wheelbarrow right now.
Well, Vivi,
Heavier on skirms.
I think Yinghua already researched Wheel, and Yinghua has 400 food, so I would actually give Yinghua a lead, at least with the economy. But I like to see both players go out and fight this before Castle Age. They have so many skirmishers, it's important for both of them to try and focus down the archer numbers. And Dave, remember earlier we mentioned if players are heavy on skirmishers, we might see knights in the Castle Age. Keep that in mind. That's certainly a possibility here.
So Vivi's gonna loop around. He can't. I don't think he can go into that gold. Maybe loop around the backside.
Yeah, even if he doesn't get in, just attacking the walls would be nice because it keeps Yinghua at home. Oh, this is nice from
nice.
Yinghua to send the archers inside the tower.
Yep.
I like that.
And Yinghua's on the way. Man, Yinghua's played pretty good for how sloppy this has been.
Well, I thought the game was over after he lost 3 fills, but then he got into Vivi's wood line, and he evened it out. He actually has a 3 villager lead This has been sloppy from the Fat Dragon this game.
Oh, that archer range. Okay, deleted it. Thank God.
Oh, he has to make a stable. Yep. Oh no, another archer range for Yinghua. Interesting. Ooh.
So he's going elite skirm then.
Yeah, I mean, he could try
There's
and build
the
a stable
stable.
as well.
There's the stable. He deleted the archer
Okay.
range. He went for the stable.
Good move. Good move. Yeah, what's going on with Vivi's eco, Dave? He still has not clicked up. He's just... Is he building another blacksmith? Oh, no, I misclicked. I'm sorry. I was really confused. I thought he placed another blacksmith, but... He's placing his stable. Fortunately for him, he can wall, but I would say Yinghua is ahead in this game.
Is Yinghua going to lose that villager to the tower? No, to the archers. Okay.
Yeah, well, she's dead. But hey, he'll get his wood line back. Where are his stones at again? He does have a stone on the back he could go to get enough stone for the next TC. The thing I like about his map now is there's some good TC spots, so he could TC in front of the gold he's currently taking. He could also TC, well, just around where Vivi's palisades are. He could also TC the back area where he's now taking wood. And Vivi needs to try and engage this before the upgrades come in for Yinghua. And Vivi will expect knights for sure.
Yeah, he's not even getting Bodkin yet.
Yeah.
He's just getting the armor upgrade. So going right into knights.
Not a bad move, right? I think we'll have to see the same from Vivi. Vivi's skirmishers and archers will be pretty much useless for the next couple minutes unless he waits and upgrades them. Vivi needs to avoid the knights. But does he expect the knights? We assume he does. But
He's making spearmen, so he knows.
Okay.
He knows.
Vivi has built quite a few towers at his base. There's not many pros that would build this many defensive towers at this stage of the game. He has 3 of them. So making use of that back stone.
Well, I think he knows he's behind. He just needs to hold on. And look at that army all the way out there on the right.
Yep.
He's taking the long way.
And if he does get upgrades, if he gets Bodkin Arrow, he
Into
can
that
hit
wood
that
line?
wood line. Yep. He
Ooh.
sees it's being chopped. He's aware of it.
And elite skirmisher, too. Oh, geez. That might be the killing blow.
Well, I don't think the army will survive very long because Yinghua has the knights there. So a few knights should clean that up. It's still tough for Vivi because he needs a response with his own knights and he will be behind in upgrades. But he has the spearman here as well. And let's see. So he takes an engagement versus Yinghua. 4 spearmen. Yinghua fights it. Vivi's alright. And he hits the woodline, Dave. Here he is. 1 vill, 2 vills, 3 vills. Oh my god. 4 villagers down because of the elite skirms. And now I think what Vivi should do is run away. I think he should run back because he has to know that the knights will be incoming. That gives Vivi a vill lead. So he's later to Castle Age. Doesn't matter in the end. Oh, is he going to sit in that one little spot?
No.
Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. Wow. And Vivi is now chasing down the skirmishers that Yinghua has left. Really, it comes down to the knight numbers, I think. But getting some real value out of these skirmishers, Vivi, by seeing that 1 tile gap. That is one of the most annoying things if you're on Yinghua's side of things, and it is one of the best things if you're on Vivi's side. I hate it when that happens against me, though. Because that army should have died already, and it's taken quite some time.
So, Vivi with some really awkward TC spots. There's so many hills around his base.
Yeah.
They're not really securing that much.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen this TC on the gold on the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would have been better.
And he still doesn't have +2 on his knights. I mean, it doesn't really need it, I guess, if you're fighting night battles.
Yeah,
He's
he has the
gone with the
spears there, too.
monastery approach, which is nice.
Yeah, I think that he will probably just boom. Both players will just boom and create a few more units and look towards the Imperial Age. Both players on 3 TCs, but Yinghua has the lead. 23 military for him, just 9 for Vivi. What Yinghua doesn't have is any map control. And he's up against the Fat Dragon, right? So I think that Fat Dragon will be able to reboom back into this. Also, he has stone already coming in, so he can go towards the Woad Raiders a bit faster.
I think Yinghua needs to secure that wood line at the front of his base.
Yep, for sure. Let's look at the scouting. Yinghua, he does see some relics. He sees 3 relics. He's making monks as well. I like how he's healing up his knights before he goes out. Make that 4 relics he sees, actually. He's getting the one in the back of his base. Vivi sees the same 3 in the center. There's 1 here, and then there's 2 on the right side.
Vivi getting pikemen as well. Got the pikeman upgrade.
Interesting upgrade, because you won't be seeing too many more knights. Normally, you won't see Celts make too many more knights. Let's see if Vivi can get a conversion here. Seems like he will, right?
Should be able to. Yeah, he got one.
Nice. And then he has pikemen on the hill and another monk there if he wants. I wouldn't go for conversion here, because I'd prefer to sneak out there to the relic if I'm in Vivi's shoes, but...
Yinghua might get a bunch of conversions. Vivi's running towards those monks on the hill.
Oh, but he avoids the hill now. He runs to the right. There's also a monk from Yinghua there. Interesting. Should be a conversion. Yep.
No. Oh, just got him.
Just gets conversion. And Yinghua's playing really well, Dave. He's playing really well. He still has a 6-vil lead. I love how he's using the mobility of his knights to run around here. He sees the gold. He figures, okay, Vivi might be building something there, and he is. So Vivi will lose some villagers to Yinghua yet again.
And he deletes that TC location. Okay.
Dude, I like how Yinghua's playing this today. Look at this. He's doing so much damage. How many vills is he going to kill here? He'll kill at least 1 more. This is not looking good for the dragon.
No.
Well, Yinghua, who's been the giant slayer in this tournament after beating Doubt. So he beat the Lord. Can he beat the dragon? Wow, Vivi just sent another vill to his death. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what the +2 gets you, man. You can run in under TCs. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it was just weird to me how Vivi kept sending villagers out of that TC. And they've been idle as well, so okay, he now figures it out. I mean, Vivi is certainly behind now. He's behind in vills, and I think now the race to the castles begins as players are nearing the Imperial Age.
Okay, Yinghua's dropping a castle in front of his main gold. I think maybe could have put that a bit farther forward and then walled the right-hand side, but...
Yeah, it's possible. Will be 2 relics for both. There's a relic on the left, which Vivi and Yinghua have not scouted. They have similar scouting, so they'll be aware of that. So if you castle there in Yinghua's position, you're probably safe, with the exception of that wood line, but there won't be many more ranged units, so I think the wood line's still fine. Next castle for him, I would like to see in front of the... Well, maybe on the left, actually, that left hill where the stone is. He needs to secure that one. The castle will be up. Almost perfect timing for Yinghua.
Uh-oh, is there a hole into Vivi's woodline here? No, the villagers are trying to chop a hole.
Ooh, yep.
Yinghua's got a lot of knights around there.
Yinghua's on the way up. With 10 more villagers. Already has a castle. Vivi's nowhere close. This is a great position for Yinghua, man. Not something I expected here.
No, he's playing so solidly. He's making all the right choices here.
Okay, well, as we say that, 4 monks go down for Yinghua. But
well, he did get 2 conversions.
Yeah,
along
it's
the
not
way.
the end of the world, right? Because he just wants the relics. I like how Yinghua has these 2 men-at-arms. I actually, for a second, thought he was going champion. Because the 2 men-at-arms are still alive there. Where will Yinghua's next castle be? This is important, because this will start off with just full Woad Raiders. Another big engagement for Yinghua, killing the pikes. Still could make use of those knights.
Here come the Woad Raiders to kill the Mangonels. There's nothing there from Vivi to protect those.
No. Mangonels in a Celt War, just... At least with the way this one is played out, that's just not a good decision.
Yeah. And the knights are in again. Okay, Vivi notices it right away. Yinghua's gonna run away.
I would like to see Yinghua use these knights on the other areas of the map where the golds and stones are. See that one female villager for Vivi out there on the right next to the stone? Like, that's where the knights could be patrolling. Or they can go to the TC again, and, okay, a few Vil picks, but nothing crazy.
I would have liked to see these knights in the main area of Vivi's base rather than over here.
Yeah.
But he's got the Woad Raiders now, so he can deal with the pikemen. Almost up to the Imperial H. Vivi has clicked up to him with a similar eco.
Yeah, so the pikemen die, the knights will loop around. Dave, maybe this is exactly what you wanted to see. They could run right underneath this one town center on the flank and into the farm eco. I mean, full control at the moment. Full control for Yinghua.
Yeah, and Vivi's going to be farther behind in terms of Woad Raider production. He's just now getting his first castle up. Yinghua has had that castle for a long time, and he's putting his second one down now.
Yep, second one on the front. And then he still has that stone on the left. That should be secured now. If Fat Dragon wins this game, it would be a pretty solid comeback. Because he's behind in castles, behind in Woad Raiders, behind in Woad Raider upgrades. Okay, Vivi gets 2 Woad conversions there. That's something that'll help out.
I think he's got the better map position, though, at the time being.
Oh, you mean Vivi?
So, like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing about him is he reads the map really well. So he sees that other stone, he's on it. He has 2 relics, he has his hill. He will castle the left hill. So it's not as if he can be pressured much. Okay, and now he sees this extra gold, which Yinghua is going to. So these are the things that we'll have to focus on. Where are players getting stones? Where are the new golds at? For now, Yinghua will take that gold, but Vivi will pressure that, I'm sure.
Another thing in Woad Raider, like mirror battles, you really got to watch your population. Like, you can't be throwing away Woad Raiders. You got to build that up so you can take the main fight against your opponent.
And you can't go Rams, because Rams died to the Woad Raiders, and you can only afford to go Trebuchets if you already have the Woad Raider number lead, because it's so easy to create Woad Raiders. They create so quickly, whereas a Trebuchet takes, 40 seconds or something? So, in the time it takes to create 1 Trebuchet, your opponent can create 10 Woad Raiders. That's very risky to ever make Siege. So these games can draw... It normally just goes into Woad Raider v Woad Raider, and literal raiding with the Woads, and Yinghua's doing that. On the right, again, man, how annoying has Yinghua been on these TCs? Killing more villagers here.
Well, Vivi's coming in too. Vivi's going to be in the north of Yinghua's base, or sorry,
Yeah.
west. Not elite yet, though, for him.
Not elite.
They
He
can't
doesn't
take
have the
any
food
fights.
eco. He's been raided so many times, his food eco just has not been there, Dave. And that's a bad fight for Vivi to take.
Yinghua's got to be real careful. He's got to make sure that he doesn't let the Woads from Vivi into his base, because once they get in there...
Yeah, he'll make some real use of them, and then he sees that they're incoming and starts building houses. Will loop his own Woad Raiders around. He has a huge group of Woads next to that extra gold in the center, and there's a castle going up on that hill. I'd like to see Yinghua use those Woad Raiders on the right side of Fat Dragon's eco before the castle goes up, because that's what Vivi's planning to do.
I like what Yinghua's doing. I like that he's building numbers, because a lot of the times with Celts, you make the mistake of just tossing Woad Raiders in to raid.
Yeah.
Your opponent kills them, and then you don't have that mass that you need to push.
Look at the gold he has, Dave. 3,000 gold. Look at the
What?
amount of Woad Raiders. He's at 200
Hey,
pop, 66
Captain
military, and as Vivi's getting elite Woad Raider, Yinghua arrives, and honestly, he could just attack this castle.
Just even go in.
Oh yeah, go into the eco.
I mean, Woad Raiders with arson are filth. Like, he could kill this castle.
Vivi will, of course, send his own numbers, but he's behind in upgrades. Don't tell me there's a hole here. Actually, just kill the house. Or fight the Woad Raiders. Oh, this is Yinghua's game at this rate, man.
Yeah, he's on the front side as well. Like, oh, jeez. He's winning everywhere.
Yeah. I don't see how the Fat Dragon can win this one now. So much gold for Yinghua, so much eco for him. He has way more Woad Raiders. It is 60 population versus 20 population if we're talking military. And World Raiders versus Castles, as you said. I don't think he has Arson though, right?
He shouldn't be attacking uphill. I'll tell you that much.
Should be on the other side, yeah. Who would have
But
thought that Yinghua would beat Doubt in this tournament and then in the quarterfinals beat Fat Dragon in game 1?
Why? He's got it. I keep saying it, man. You gotta be careful about your Woad Raider numbers. He just lost a bunch on the left-hand side. Like, you gotta be careful. You can lose them real quick.
But with 4,000 gold versus 100 gold, you can create them real quick as well.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but with the macro that Yinghua has, with the eco that he has, 4,000 gold, yeah, he can afford to lose a couple batches of World Raiders. And now he's hitting the Fat Dragon's eco. He has split up his World Raiders 4 different groups.
That's very nice. That's what you gotta do.
That was so sick, and the damage just snowballs. 190 population for Yinghua, still 130 now for Vivi. And this is all before the siege rams arrive on the right-hand side to take out that castle.
Is the castle at the front gonna be denied from Vivi?
Yinghua is on a different level right now.
Yeah.
He is on a different level. He is everywhere. He denies the castle at 94%. Wow. This is over, man. Vivi hasn't called it yet, but this is over. He doesn't have economy anymore. Crazy.
There was a moment there where I thought Yinghua might throw away his army, but it was a really nice split up at the back, distracted Vivi's main army, and then came in, denied that castle. Once that castle's denied, Vivi did really nothing he can do at this point.
Yeah. And the GG's called. And Yinghua gets the game 1 win. My goodness. So, for those that might not know who Yinghua is, he's otherwise known as Lovecheng. And he's been around the game a long time. In fact, a lot of the Chinese guys have. A Fat Dragon as well. If Vivi was playing around the 2K2 level for a while, and according to Yo, once Vivi started streaming a year and a half ago, his level really went up. Yinghua has not been a guy that people have seen or have talked about as one of the best players in the world. And in rounds 1 of this tournament, he beat Doubt. Rounds 2, he beat Lan. And now he's up against the Fat Dragon, and he won game 1, Dave. Wow. And what a performance it was.
Messy start, too, but he seemed to stabilize better than Vivi.
Yeah.
Like, when that tower came down and the men-at-arms were in there, I thought it was over. And then he snuck into Vivi's wood line, managed to do damage, and then held his position.
Yeah, man.
Somehow.
Though I will say, by Fat Dragon standards, that was incredibly sloppy.
I
He
agree.
should not have let the man-at-arms into his gold eco. I was just watching his economy in general. It was very weird. He wasn't, when he was trying to right-click his TCs onto wood, he was misclicking it. So I can relate to that, and it looks like first game of the day vibes. First game of the day signs, I guess. But way more eco for Yinghua. 5,000 more gold, 6,000 more food. And of course he got the World Raiders out. That's what it comes down to. Game number 2 will not be a mirror matchup. At least I don't think it will be. The score is updated now. And here is the Civ draft. So these are the Civs they have remaining. Both players losing out on Celts. And it is Fat Dragon on the left of this draft. He has Slavs, Incas, Berbers, and Franks. And then Yinghua has Indians, Mongols, Malians, and Slavs himself.
Really quick, who's going to be what Civ?
I
I think Incas versus Malians.
I think Franks.
It's going to be wrong. No
Franks,
matter what.
Franks versus Slavs. That's my guess. I mean, we get it wrong every time. That's my guess. Maybe it'll be Slavs v Slavs. Oh, okay. Well, both of my picks were wrong, and you got one of them. We have Incas for Vivi, so he's going to rely on more towers, I bet.
I love how he loses the first game, and usually when you lose the first game, you pick your best Civ for the second game.
Yeah.
So you can get back on track. And Vivi's like, yeah, Incas.
This is
Probably my
his best Civ, man. Cheap towers, it's Vivi's best Civ, and he immediately goes out to lame. So the beauty of Mezzo Civs is that their Eagles have amazing line of sight. I think it's a bit too strong, actually. The players take advantage of it. And Vivi's already running forward to steal Yinghua's pig. Vivi's very familiar with losing pigs. Oh, God.
We might go into the TC. Okay, be careful. Shh.
Don't say anything.
He sees it. Yeah. He sees it.
Now, Yinghua sees the eagle, and he's sending the goats he just collected to the north. He does not want those goats to be stolen. He actually found all of his goats already. And both of the pigs for Yinghua are on the back of his base, and Vivi hasn't scouted them.
He isn't.
You,
Sneaky pigs, man.
Yeah,
He also doesn't really see, like, he sees everything else, just no pigs.
yeah, you would think that the pig would be on this hill. That's where Vivi's going to look. But there's not one up there. They're both on the back. So Yinghua, fortunate that he hasn't lost a pig. He has his goats. He's pushing his zebras. This is all right for him. Well, my my message to Vivi when the day started was, "You kill all?" ? And then he said, "I don't know." so obviously game one wasn't the best.
He sees it.
Okay.
He sees it.
Oh, this is
But does
so
he see
risky
it?
though.
It's right on the edge. It's in the darkness.
He could block off this villager.
There it is.
And he sees that. Oh, he's gonna lame. He's going MBL style. She can die.
Easily.
One, two,
Easily.
3.
Great block from Vivi. Wow, that was really nice.
Remember, Yinghua cannot call a restart, and oh, now he's losing some of his scout HP as well. That is exactly what Vivi wanted. He did not steal the pig, but Yinghua is 1 vil down, and he's Mongols. Yinghua is Mongols. He has not gotten to his pigs yet.
You see how Vivi is just sitting on this hill? He sees both the boars. He's like, yeah, I'll just sit here.
Yeah.
I see one running. I'll just go lame it.
Yeah,
And Yinghua's getting loom. He knows what's up.
Yeah. That's so good now. Like, you don't necessarily need to steal the pig, but just delaying the pig is a big deal. Because
Here it comes.
Mongols hunt faster. Now, this villager has loom now. Nah, he'll survive.
Block the pig.
He'll survive. Just block the next one. Be as annoying
He made
as
him get
possible.
loom. He made him get loom, which delays your eco, so...
Yeah, and he delayed the pig massively as well, so... however, credit to Yinghua, he did push into Zebra. Here comes another villager. Let's see. Vivi will see him.
Vivi? Yeah, I don't think the Vil saw him, though. He's got to know Vivi's there, though.
I don't think Vivi can do it. Not... Unless the boar's getting downhill
Down the
hits.
hill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh! Downhill hits! Oh, it's gonna still be tough. He's gonna commit to it. Oh, he's gonna survive.
Maybe. Oh,
He's gonna
no,
survive.
So close.
Oh, wait. Okay, well done. Oh! Are you kidding me? The boar's going back. I know pig. Oh, that's
You know
so
pig.
annoying. And now, of course, Vivi can't try this again. He has a weak eagle. Or will he try again? He will try again.
Oh, this is so infuriating.
Oh my god!
And the scout's gonna help block the villager
Oh
too.
my god!
Oh no!
The Vill's gonna die, surely. Wait for it. Yinghua's
Yinghua's trying to
blocking.
block the floor.
Whoa, what a play! Wait, what a play! What a play!
No!
Oh.
He lost him!
What a roller coaster of emotions, man. What a roller coaster of emotions. I thought for sure Yinghua was blocking the pig from attacking his villager. And then he lost him anyway. Well, I think it's worth it to lose your eagle there in Vivi's position. We haven't even looked at the maps yet. But Vivi's map is pretty good to go man-at-arms and towers. And when you have the same feudal age time as the Mongol player, that means you had a strong Dark Age.
And you have 2 more villagers.
Yeah.
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 Ouch.
Man,
Ouch, man.
That was rough.
Like, Yinghua did everything in his power to get in that boar.
Yeah.
And he was even blocking it, and then I think he thought he was home free as soon as he killed the eagle.
Yeah. Well, guys, we know what Vivi likes. Vivi likes forward. 2 militia will be 3 militia, potentially 4 militia, and 4 villagers. Incas, they're great with man-at-arms and towers. All of their stone buildings cost 15% less, which means more towers. Vivi has good scouting as well, Dave. He sees that main stone and he sees the berries. I think he's going there.
Yeah. What does Yinghua do if Vivi gets a bunch of towers between that stone and that gold?
Well, here's the deal. With Mongols, you're the one that needs to be taking advantage of the fact that you have the scouting bonus and that you have the hunt bonus. You need to have a lead going into feudal age normally. And so you can't deal with man-at-arms and towers. The towers are going to go up for Vivi because he's waiting for scouts. And
I like that tower. That first tower's great. Right on the berries, right on the stone.
And Yinghua has noticed the stone from Vivi, and now he's going back to his base. This will come as no surprise to him. He knows how Vivi plays. He probably knows the situation is tough now. But that's a perfect tower, as you said, Dave.
And then the second one comes forward a bit from that, I think.
Yeah. Nice
Oh,
micro from
geez.
Yinghua to not lose any villagers there, though. When Vivi's able to get towers up, he is really tough to stop. Oh, you know what? He could just kill the stable. Just
That's what he's gonna do.
Just kill the stable. Yinghua can't... Yinghua might need to tower, actually. He can build one tower. He might need to tower to save his stable. Yeah, he does.
That's a sad feeling when you need to tower to save a production building.
Yeah. And Vivi is probably going to be happy to see that Yinghua's building a tower here. As long as he doesn't lose villagers, he'll be thinking, oh great, I'll just tower anywhere else in your base, thank you very much. You can't do anything about it, and yep, there goes the tower.
I'd love to see a spearman come forward from Vivi as well. Oh, he's sending one already. Perfect. Nice play, Vivi.
Yeah, and Yinghua, he has no choice but to hit Vivi's economy. Now, Vivi's economy, he cannot be defended by spears right now, unless Vivi sends one back.
He's quick walling his gold. He's making a spear in his barracks. That one's going forward though, so he's quick walled his stone. I don't really think there's many areas Yinghua can damage unless he's gonna try and snipe the farm villagers.
I mean, he could attack the palisades there on the gold, but yeah, Vivi is prepared for this. And Vivi is now going to build... He'll just tower the farms.
Yeah.
Or will he go to the wood?
I would like to see one on those farms there,
He
but I
just
guess
goes on the wood. This seems risky to me. Like, I feel like Yinghua can Vil fight this. Vivi.
quick wall. Quick wall. Oh, that was ugly.
Yeah, that was very ugly. Unfortunately for Vivi, his eco is fine at home, and he did send a spear back now.
He
Ooh,
killed one villager.
he'll kill two. Wait, wait, wait. No, she survives. Make that one. Yeah, I really think that tower should have gone up on the farms. That was silly for Vivi to run in. Yinghua has quite a few scouts, and he just needs to wait for a couple archers and skirms, and he might be okay here.
Like, if you put it on the wood, that's great, but that is a really exposed position. He could just batter that down, even if you do get the tower up. If you put it on the farms, then you have a launching point for another tower on the wood.
Yep, exactly. Yeet. The reason the second tower was successful for Vivi was because the first one was already up. And now he has 2 weak man-at-arms and 4 villagers against 4 scouts on full HP.
Yinghua stabilized a bit
Big
here.
time. Kills the
Some
man-at-arm.
mistakes from Vivi, though.
kills the
Like, he
spear.
lost his spearman to the tower from Yinghua. He tried to place that tower on the wood instead of the farms. He didn't tower the main gold.
Yep. Well, fortunately for Vivi, his eco at home is looking good, but it's actually a bit behind Yinghua, I'd say, because Yinghua built farms earlier for going scouts. I just think that tower was where this all shifted. What he should have done was built the tower next to the farms. He could have had the time for that, but now that the scouts are massed, it's going to be tough. Wow, Vivi getting scale mail armor.
Eagles.
And okay, let's see. Eagles and Spearmen, he will tower the gold. And of course, Inca villagers. They also are affected by that upgrade. So, he will get that tower up on the gold. He will deny a crucial resource.
I like how he doesn't fall for that little hill. Like, I would have put it on that hill just because it's so perfect.
Yeah.
But it's not within range of your other tower.
Yeah.
So
where can Yinghua get gold? The other gold's out here. Vivi does not see that. There's 2 golds that Vivi can see. He's denying both of them. But he cannot see the 3rd gold. And Yinghua's found it. Nice micro again from Yinghua. Dave, I've been impressed with him today. He micros down the spear. And then he's saving the scouts for any eagles that might come out.
And he secured his base so nicely at the back there, too.
Yeah.
He's played really solid today.
I think that's the best word for it, solid. He has not made many mistakes. And now Vivi is going to take the gold. This is interesting to me. He's taking the gold. That's forward. Okay. Well,
Okay, Yinghua sold res to buy stone to do what?
well, it's a tower somewhere.
On the gold, I guess?
I was thinking tower on the gold. He hasn't built it yet. Maybe he just wants it in case Vivi is coming around the backside with the tower. Because that wood line, if he were to lose that, he'd be in a real rough spot.
Maybe. I mean, Vivi still doesn't see the gold.
This is a good engagement for Yinghua. He'll win this. I don't know why
Sloppy
Vivi...
from Vivi to take that.
Yeah, just big throws in this game, honestly. Like 12 kills, 4 deaths for Yinghua. That's all well and good, but some of these engagements just don't make much sense from the dragon. He wants to go Eagles in the next stage, but he just threw a few away. I think that both players will look towards Castle now.
Yeah.
Like, they will both mark it. We already saw that from Yinghua. And they'll try and get to Castle Age. It will be Knights and Archers for Yinghua in the next stage. And then Vivi will probably be just Eagles. But he needs to build the market soon. He has so much gold income. He'll market, and he will then start buying food to go up.
Going Eagles, double barracks Eagles and market is a really, really easy transition into Castle Age.
Okay, and Vivi can probably start taking some fights now, Dave. Because he has +1/+1. Most of these scouts are weak with no upgrades. The archers, they're not going to help too much against the Eagles.
Yinghua's getting bloodlines, okay.
Well,
Alright.
well, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just how tough this is for Mongols. Because Vivi did everything he could to waste his advantage. And yet, now that he's able to mass enough Eagles, I would say that he's in the lead. And Yinghua does build the tower on the gold. Bloodlines and skill barding.
Yep.
Tells me he'll be making more scouts. We have archers, a tower, and scouts against these Eagles.
It's a good fight for Yinghua. Like, the Eagles take so long to produce, and look, both of those died as they were running away.
Yeah, Vivi just should have ran back there, man. Are we going to see double feudal scout production?
You know what? Scouts with full upgrades will beat feudal Eagles every day.
And it also really helps your food eco. I mean, at this
Castle
point,
Age.
Yinghua... Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. I was just going to say Yinghua's not anywhere near clicking up the castle. So he need quite a few scouts. If Vivi...
He'll probably be up in like 3 minutes, I think. That's going to be slow, though. Vivi's already going to be there.
Yeah, again, it's been wasteful from Vivi this game. But I still think it could be enough with the amount of map control he has. And the amount of Eagles he's massing. Will be 3 barracks producing them. Honestly, Dave, if Vivi wouldn't have lamed in Dark Age, I think that he would have never been in the position he's in right now with those towers. Because he has not played all that well, but because of his laming, he was able to get so much map control with the early towers, and it's made life tough for Yinghua.
Mongols are only good because they have a power spike really early, and then they have a power spike really late.
Yes.
The middle of the game, it's not nice. Not nice at all for Mongols.
And at this point, Yinghua has invested into scale barding and bloodlines, and forging, to make 3 more scouts. If he wouldn't have got those upgrades, sure, life would have been a bit more difficult, but he probably would have clicked up by now. And there he goes.
He clicked up really quick, actually. I thought he would be up after Vivi was already at the Castle Age.
Yeah, but can he deal with Eagle Warrior? Can he deal with the Eagle Warrior upgrade?
Vivi's losing a lot of HP on these.
He is. He's getting Eagle Warrior, he's getting Squires, he's getting Chain Mail, he's killing the Archers, he's taking Yinghua off of the only gold he can get. Yeah, I agree, a bit wasteful again from Vivi, but he'll have more coming, right? And that with the upgrades, the tower won't be enough. I'd like to see how Yinghua handles this one. He has to go night. Maybe. Oh, he's making some scouts now?
Yeah, you got to make more scouts because you got to hold on until you're in Castle Age.
Yeah, get light cav maybe.
And you can't go into Man at Arms. It's too slow. You got to make
Way
what
too
you can
slow.
make.
Exactly. Vivi should just engage versus scouts here. That's exactly what he does do.
The scouts are doing okay though.
They're not doing bad, Dave. And the tower's there. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Yinghua has calculated this every single time. Remember,
Vivi just lost, like,
he
if
lost
Vivi
his
didn't
numbers.
charge in there with the 6 eagles at right when he was about to hit Castle Age, he'd have like 12 eagles right now.
Yeah.
And Yinghua would have nothing to stop
Well,
that.
and remember, he lost 3 eagles when he ran towards the wood line in early feudal. He's lost a lot of his mass and has given Yinghua an opportunity to stay in this. Now, Vivi's on 3 TCs at home, so he'll be booming big time as he produces the eagles. But Yinghua is finally getting knights. He's getting chain barding. Let's see.
Vivi's gonna run in? I don't agree with running in.
Well, maybe his strategy has shifted. Maybe he just wants to boom behind this.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Just delay as long as you can.
Exactly.
Make sure your opponent doesn't get extra TCs up. Make sure he's always reacting to your attacks. The threat with that is that one day you're going to run out of military.
Yeah.
And your opponent's going to have a big military at your base.
Exactly. But I do think that by the time Yinghua ever gets to Vivi's base, Vivi will have a 15 vil lead. And also remember, Vivi has towers on the main stone and the main gold and the secondary gold from Yinghua. So Yinghua not only needs to counterattack, but he needs to get his resources back, which will take some time.
Yinghua's in the back of Vivi's base trying to pick off villagers.
But it's
Incan
Inca
villagers,
Vil.
though. I think he gets her.
Yeah, he'll get her. Both those villagers would have died if it wasn't for Incas.
How does he, like, you're doing so much other stuff. You do not need to save the 1 HP scout.
And he's also moving
Okay,
these
so-
random goats. He's scouting with the goats in the corner. He's sending more eagles in, Dave. I agree. I think he's being wasteful with army, but he now has a 17 villager lead. And now he'll get pikemen. So pikemen and eagles certainly makes it better for him. Wise to run back here. Has a monastery as well. So monks will be coming forward. Man,
Yeah, there's
not a lot
like-
Yinghua can do here now.
Yeah, he might deny this TC, this forward TC from Vivi. Vivi walls it up. But like, Vivi had such a safety net with the lame and then those towers.
Yep.
He could really afford to do anything as long as he was creating villagers.
It's a
behind it.
bit worrying for me though, because he definitely has not played this as we've seen him play in the past. You know, it was definitely sloppy, but that safety net provided him so much time. And say goodbye to these knights now. Oh, okay, Yinghua.
Maybe not get a conversion? How?
Monks are so dumb sometimes. Sorry to any monks watching the stream, but monks.
that dude was yelling at him for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Waving his staff.
Not enough faith, apparently. Again, engagements for Vivi just bringing a tear to my eye, man. But he needs pikes and eagles, and he's fine. Pikes, Eagle, Hill, he's fine. And
Look at the knights. I love how Yinghua split them up and sent a few into the back of Vivi's base.
yeah. He'll kill 2. Well, hold on. It's an Incaville. She's dead. He'll kill 2, kill 3, but it's 81 villagers versus 55. What an insane difference. And now Vivi's building a forward castle. Oh, geez. If the castle goes up, there's absolutely nothing Yinghua can do to take these resources back. It's worth pointing out as well that Yinghua's stone in the north he is not scouted, so he doesn't even see his second stone.
It is going to go up. There's nothing he can do
Nope.
to stop it. He's housed, like... It's rough.
He's trying. He's making cav archers, so he wants to go cav archers and knights, but Vivi's boom is so solid, I think that Vivi will probably click up to the Imperial Age over the next couple minutes.
Yinghua's also running out of wood. I didn't even think about it, but...
Oh, good point. Man, how many TCs is Vivi going to build this game? I think he's building TC number 6 right now. And he could be caught out by Yinghua's knights. And he is caught out. Wait, did he get a conversion there, but not before?
Yep.
How did he get a conversion there? Will he get one this time? Of course not. Yeah, totally makes sense. But the Eagles are now into the eco from Yinghua. Again, the KD is just awful for Vivi, but it's the eco, man. The eco is insane. 92 vils versus 57.
I don't even think Vivi doesn't even have to click up. Well, it's gonna be hard with 6 TCs, but you could just keep going eagles, and then as soon as you get enough stone, you drop another castle further forward
Yep.
and cut Yinghua off.
Just
Where's
needs
he
to keep himself
going
protected.
for wood? Where's he going with those villagers?
Probably next to the gold. I don't know where he's going to go for gold next.
He's. Yeah, I don't know.
It's fight or die at this point. I think he'll fight, try and take the hill away from Vivi, and then maybe try and take that gold.
He's got a mining camp set up on Vivi's stone. No, Yinghua. Wait a second.
Well, he's desperate, man. He's desperate.
He's going for it.
Yeah, he's going for it, indeed. The knights here with the cav archers should win the fight. This is a composition that's just stronger, but Vivi can make so much more. Look at the KD. If you were to look at just the kill-death ratio, you would think there's no way Vivi wins this game. But the Fat Dragon is fat, man. Huge eco for him. I think you castle at home here. Because the only way you lose this if you're in Vivi's shoes is if you get overwhelmed at home. So, castle at home.
You can't get overwhelmed at home. You have so many TCs.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, and you just... Well, he's going to castle up on that hill, okay. And Yinghua... I don't think Yinghua's really going to take much stone here.
Just passing. Oh, jeez. Vivi can get 2 knight conversions here as well. Yeah, this is over, I think. 140 population versus 90 population, and Vivi has all the extra stones and golds from his opponent. The villagers are getting chewed up as they run forward. The castle will go up, no problem. And now I believe Yinghua is completely out of gold.
He's attacking the monks with the villagers.
Now he runs into the castle fire. This is fine, man. This is fine.
Chinese players are famous for holding out and playing the long game,
yeah.
But this is a bit ridiculous.
And there's the GG from Yinghua. And Fat Dragon calls the GG, so it is 1-1. In my opinion, what decided this game was the lane in Dark Age.
Yep.
Because Vivi had an equal feudal time to Yinghua, and because of that, he was able to take control of these resources. From that point onward, it was pretty sloppy from Vivi, but he did the right thing. He just boomed behind his eagle pressure, and Yinghua didn't have resources left, and that's all she wrote. I don't think Yinghua can be too disappointed in his performance there, though.
No, like after the start, he should have died in feudal age.
I agree. Yeah.
If Vivi got a tower down on those farms, he would have been dead. Like there's no coming back from that.
Well,
but
remember Yinghua also has. Does he have Incas as well? Oh no, he does not have Incas. Okay. I was wondering if there would be some revenge. So it is now 1-1, and here are the civilizations they have remaining. Again, this is the quarterfinals. Welcome in, everyone. Over 3,000 viewers right now. It's insane. Later on today, we'll have the Viper vs. Tato in another best-of-5 quarterfinal in this tournament. So Incas was used by Vivi, and then we had Mongols used by Yinghua, Slavs, Berbers, Franks for Vivi, Indians, Malians, Slavs for Yinghua. Could go either way with the civs. What's the numbers behind the players' names? That is their age. Yes.
I love how everyone's like always asking that question, and then as soon as you take it away, everyone's like, "Where's my numbers?"
I know. No, the number behind the players' names is not their age; it is their seed in the tournament. So, Mr. Yinghua is not expected to be here. 27 seed in a 32-man tournament. He was not expected to make it to the quarters, and yet here he is.
He's playing like a beast, man.
I think it sounds a bit silly, but I think Feudal Age onwards last game he played better.
Yeah.
It was just a really tough situation to get out of. So I'm excited that it's 1-1. And obviously I'm a Fat Dragon fanboy, as are many of my fans in the chat. But Vivi has not played better than Yinghua today. He definitely has not. I'd say Yinghua's been more solid.
So what civs? We're not going to get it right. But
I think might be a Slavs war, actually. Maybe Slavs. I think that Indians is really iffy. nowadays. So maybe Yinghua wants to waste it here, but I'm going to guess Slav Savs. What about you?
Franks Indians.
Okay.
And we're going to see the Franks win again.
Yeah, Franks are better than Indians, I think. Like, slightly. It obviously depends, right? But I spoke to Tato, I spoke to MBL about it, and they said the same. So if I'm a moron, they're not.
Yeah, it's funny how everyone kind of considered it to be like a hard counter to Franks, because obviously Camels beat Knights, but if the Franks mix in some monks,
yeah, they just need a few
castle
conversions, and then once they get to late castles, start building those castles, it's tough for Indians. I agree.
Yep.
All right, well, in 90 game time seconds, we will see the game, and it's very important for both players to get a win here. It's been a really close set today, so going down 2-1 means you need to win 2 games unanswered to win the best of 5 and move on. By the way, winner of this set will face the winner of MBL and Leary. That happened yesterday. I was almost going to spoil it, but I know I just uploaded that to YouTube this morning, so I guess I won't spoil it. Keep in mind, if you look at the brackets that's in the Twitch channel, that does have the spoiled results. So can the Fat Dragon improve? Because he's been sloppy today. Can Yinghua keep it up? That's the question. Franks and Indians. Okay, so we talked about it, Dave, and now we have it.
Yep.
They delivered. Vivi in the blue playing as the Franks, and then in the red we have Yinghua playing as the Indians. So as Dave said, a lot of people thought for a while that because Indians have amazing camels and Franks have amazing knights, that the camel civ would win out here. However, I think that if you play Franks correctly, you can win this matchup, and there's a few bonuses that they get. So Franks, first off, they have 54 HP scouts, so that means in the scout rush, which most civs or most players will do here, they will be ahead. They also get the forage bonus, which helps bring in food for that, and they get the farm bonus, which helps bring in food for that. Then later on in the game, once players start to pressure in Castle Age, they have cheap castles. So when you're on 3 or 4 town centers booming up and the Indian player starts to pressure you, you can build castles and safely get to the Imperial Age. I think Indians, they can die to Franks if Franks get to Imp and go for early Hal push. I think that's one thing that Indians don't deal well with, because their only real counter would be to go skirms, which is questionable versus Franks, and then they could go hand cannons as well, but that takes so much time.
I've seen every Frank versus Indian 1v1 I've seen, the Franks has won.
Yes.
And I used to think the Indians were a hard counter to them, but it just, in Castle Age, man, if the Franks know how to play, if they get monks out, if they get the conversions, all of a sudden you have Frank camels running around. It's really tough for the Indians to stop, because the Franks are just so smooth from age to age to age.
Yeah, so I think it's important that the Indian player gets some momentum in early castle, takes advantage of their strength before it gets out of hand. So looking at the maps, we have Yinghua's base here. Yinghua's golds are okay. At least the golds are somewhat on the back. He has woodline on the back, a stone on the back. He can TC this gold next to the edge of the map. I mean, there's only 20 trees there, but it's something. And then you look at Vivi's golds. Vivi's golds are okay. Main gold can be walled in. Secondary gold can be TC'd. And the third gold can also be TC'd. So the maps are not bad, Dave. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the issue for Vivi is obviously going to be that forward secondary res. But in terms of, I always look at woodlines, right?
Yes.
Because woodlines that's the one resource you definitely need, and right now both players have multiple options, so it's very nice for them.
Vivi tried to steal a goat there. I lost a little bit of his scout HP, but remember he has a 48 HP scout. Does he try and steal the pig? Remember last time, the lames. Vivi just killed the Vills. Well, he knows
he's there.
Yeah, and Vivi also knows that Yinghua's scout is at his base.
Yinghua's coming out. Shh. Be quiet.
Oh, he's going for it. Oh, okay, good. He can bail. I think. Boar, stop attacking her. Oh god. Oh god, she's dead. Vivi did it again.
Oh my god.
Oh. And meanwhile, Vivi's getting loomed because he was about to get his pig and thought Yinghua would see that. Yinghua did not. This could happen again, guys. No loom for Yinghua. Here he comes for the second time. Second game in a row. And Vivi comes back in.
Vivi's got to block this right here outside of the
Nah.
range of the TC, though.
It won't happen.
Yeah.
Bit greedy
It's
there
just
from
going to be
Vivi.
annoying.
All
Well,
right.
I mean, it caused idle time, right? Yinghua had to garrison his TC. It's just screwing up his build in little inconvenient ways.
Yep. Where are the zebras for Vivi? Do you see
They
them?
are at the... They are under his TC and already dead.
Oh, he pushed them already. Okay, I was like,
They're in the... See the top left corner of the screen? See where that stake is? That's where the zebra are.
what?
The food count, you idiot.
Oh, I thought you meant a stake in the ground, like there was something on the map. I was like,
Oh
wait,
my
is there some
God.
random graphic?
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm a bit slow today. I'm a bit slow. Both players on the way up now. Vivi has one more villager, so that lead will pay off for him. And they will both go double lumber camp most likely, and this is just standard scouts. It's all right, chat. I'm working on getting the T90 blind.
Did you
remote,
actually,
so
did you look at the top left corner of the map?
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Chat.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't think we need to talk about this anymore. I think we need to go back to the game. Vivi building his barracks there. I like the positioning of this. He could build his stable right next to it and wall. Secure the gold. Oh! He tried to gate in the scout. Why is Chad a bunch of snitches? I see you guys
Snitches
saying
get
it.
stitches, man.
Yeah, snitches get stitches. Better watch out.
I never thought I'd hear you say that line.
Oh yeah, I mean it sounds like I say it all the time, doesn't it?
It sounds so menacing coming from you.
Come on, man. I'm tough. Vivi starting the walls. I think we'll see scouts and walls. We might see very slow start to feudal, where they make their scouts, but instead of ultra aggression, just wall up to secure their base. If that's the case, I like Vivi's base a lot more for that. And oh boy, look on that mini map. Yep, walls are going to be going up pretty quickly here. And he's sending a spearman to protect the north side as well. This is a smart move.
What does Yinghua... Is Yinghua gonna wall as well?
Yingwall?
Yingwall?
I don't think he can Yingwall. At least, I mean, he almost has to a bit, but it's not going to be easy for him to do. Can he kill Vivi's villager? Nope, he can't. Vivi will chase him down.
Delayed the wall, though.
Did delay the wall. Oh, look at that T90 farm for Vivi. Vivi, build it up against the TC, man. Don't build that farm. Delete
Don't delete it. Don't delete it. Leave it.
Oh, don't do it. As much as I want my emotes to be used, okay, he deleted it. That's just bad. But again, perhaps a sign that he's very rusty today. I don't know. I've never seen Vivi do that before. Remember, he does have 54 HP scouts. He's taking advantage of that right now in the scout fights. And I don't think that Yinghua can take any fights right now. You know, what can he do? He can defend with spearmen, or he can try to outmass, or he can go for bloodlines early, which could change things, but easier said than done.
Yinghua's unit micro has been pretty good this series.
It's definitely
on
been
top
better
of
than
things.
Vivi's, I would say.
Yeah.
But over the last minute here, Vivi's got some good hits in. A lot of weak scouts here for Yinghua. And Yinghua, I guess, Dave, you can wall towards the TC, but then you wall out your gold. I'm not sure what he can do.
Ouch. Losing the scout to that spearman from Vivi.
One
from
poke.
Yinghua.
Yep, one poke did it. Forward spear coming from Vivi. He will have 5 scouts, make that 6 scouts. And he's completely safe at home, so no worries for him. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm casting
Look
with
at
a cold.
Yinghua's done. He's palisaded the gold from Vivi to see whether he's taking it.
Ah, yes.
Nice little trick. I don't know why. I mean, he's gonna take the gold. You just know he's gonna take the gold.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is he wants to see how many vills are on gold to know if his opponent will go archers. Because archers could make sense here, even though Vivi's Franks. This is a great fight for Vivi. This is bad for Yinghua. This is so bad for Yinghua. 3 Frank scouts on the hill, 1 vill down,
With a spearman there too. Oh jeez.
2 vills down,
It's over.
3. Yeah, 3 vills down. Oh my goodness, that was so much damage. And look at the vill lead now. I think Yinghua also had some idle time, but losing the villager in Dark Age was never good. And then losing those 3 villagers on his wood line, really, really bad. 22 HP for both scouts here, by the way. So Vivi could turn around and fight this if he wants.
Yinghua just didn't. How many scouts did he make? Like 3? That's it?
Not enough. Not enough. He was
Yeah.
relying on spears. Oh, and Vivi's coming in with more. Vivi's coming in with more. Oh, this is really tough. Yinghua can't take his gold. I kind of feel bad for the guy, because look at Vivi's wall potential. And look at Yinghua's wall potential. I'm not even sure how he could have walled this.
I mean, Vivi's playing better this game.
Yeah,
That's
for sure. For sure. Forging now for Yinghua. This is a desperation move. That's to affect his spearman. And also the 1 scout he has left. And Vivi's going to be super annoying. I think he'll run around with his scouts, get vill picks where he can, but go
He's
right
gonna
up
be
to
up
Castle
soon,
Age.
too.
Yep.
Yeah, this is what you get though if you only make 3 scouts. Like, and you made like 3 scouts and 2 spearmen.
If anything, you need to
gotta make
overmake
more than
scouts. Yeah, you need to
Yeah.
overmake scouts if you're in Yinghua's position because you don't have the HP.
Did he wall in those scouts? He's trying to.
Nah, no, he just lost
Nope.
the vill. No.
Look away, guys. Look away. This is not good.
Well, this is what I expected with Vivi versus Yinghua, right? But Yinghua has certainly surprised us to get the win. He surprised everybody to be here. Vivi is... I love the scout movement now. I can really appreciate it when players do this. Because it's so much easier for Vivi. Whereas Yinghua, he has to scout for these. He has to patrol spears in different directions. It's so much more annoying for him.
So Vivi's on the way to Castle Age. Yinghua actually isn't that far away.
Sorry, I had to mute my mic while I sniffed. Dave had to listen to me sniff. But I didn't want the stream to hear it. Yeah, I mean, he's not that far away, Dave. But what can...
What does he do?
Yeah, what can he
Once he
do
gets
if
there?
Vivi makes 5 spears? Like, let's say he makes 5 spearmen with forging and then sends knights as well. Because I think that's the play here. I think the reason that Vivi is getting forging is because he wants to make spearmen as well as knights. And then, of course, he has the scouts. It'll be really tough for Yinghua now.
Vivi's being so annoying with these scouts. Oh my god. I can't even deal with how annoying he's being right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Man, when you play against players like this, you never play them again. After a guy has 4 scouts, 5 scouts running around your base like that, and you lose, is not a player you want to play again. Oh, he sees villagers? Oh, I might hit them. Nah, I'm just going to keep running. Oh, more
just going
villagers?
to this place.
I might hit them. Oh, quick wall, nice. Let's go to the farms. Just,
Where'd your spears go, bro?
yeah. No spearmen? Okay, let's attack her. She's dead. Let's keep running. It's just so good from Vivi. And he's not making the spearmen, actually. But he will be going 2 stable knights. Still running around with the scouts. And for Yinghua, he has to hope that his spearmen will hold until he can get a few camels out. He will have 2 stables as well.
So Vivi goes for TC at the front. No monastery down yet. Not making any spearmen.
I think he'll just boom, right? 3 TCs?
Yeah, 2 TCs coming down. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Vivi might not kill Yinghua at the start of Castle Age, but he's going to gain such an economy lead. He already has the Vill lead. And he might even get some Vill picks. And I don't think Yinghua's in a position to add TCs anywhere yet. Because he can't TC his gold. Maybe the wood line. The starting wood line he could TC. Vivi... Oh, look at that. He distracted the spearman with the scouts. So the knight can
Here
get that
comes the
Vill.
lion.
The lion. Vivi's so good, the dragon's even summoning the lion. It's a happy lion, man. We pointed this out, or you pointed this out in the first King of the Desert, I think. The lion just looks so happy.
Yeah, he just took a tour through Yinghua's space, and now he's on the move.
Ah, he's dead. He's not very happy about that now. Vivi did build a monastery, but 3 town centers producing villagers, has the military lead. I'd like to see him use his scouts to scout the other areas in the map. Okay, he's doing it. This is good. The 4 HP scout, the 8 HP scout are going to scout the other areas in the map.
Okay, Yinghua's gone for pikeman instead of camel. I actually don't mind that.
Well, he won't be able to do anything offensively, but it's not like he would be able to anyway, so... This is going to be a difficult situation, but pikeman and camel, okay, maybe. Well, we did say how Franks would normally want to play into pikeman anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of getting ahead of the game there, I guess. Nice engagement from Vivi. Surrounds the camels. He can even take this fight until the pikemen arrive.
Monastery there from Vivi, okay. Now he's going to start building up the monk numbers. That's why I like the pikemen, because if you send them forward to try and fight the knights, the monks converting one doesn't really hurt you as much.
Good point. I hear Vivi making those monks. He has 1 relic already coming in. He's going for the 2nd relic. Just flawless play for the Fat Dragon in game number 3. He might even go 4 TCs. Oh, forward teach workshop. Okay. Well, it's not a bad idea to apply pressure, but don't think it's necessary. 13 Vil lead. Getting the relics, of course, has been more efficient economy as well. Ooh, did you see that in the north, Dave? Yinghua's using his extra scout, and he killed Vivi's weak scout, so he's also trying to figure out where exactly those relics are, and where Vivi might go later on for the extra golden stones.
They've both got decent scouting of the map.
Yeah, this
Vivi
is
has
what good
better
players...
vision.
This is what
And
good
Yinghua,
players
but-
do when they have the time. And Mangonel, I assume. I mean, you could... Maybe you could go Mangonels and spears at this point, if you're Vivi. He's sending a few spears forward.
Oh, the scout's coming back. It's going to kill that monk.
That's a pro play, man. That's a pro play.
There's another monk coming out.
Yep.
Careful.
Yinghua will just run to the other side of the map. Those small things pro players do so well. But Vivi already has 2 relics, and he probably is going to get 3, maybe even 4 guaranteed, because he has the other one scouted. It's not far away. Yinghua has camels, he has pikes, and now there will be a Mangonel against his TC, Woodline. He's getting chain barding armor for his camels, which is a pretty important upgrade if it's camels v knights. However, against pikemen, not so good. Vivi, though, he doesn't have the numbers just yet, Dave. So this is maybe the time for Yinghua to fight.
Yep.
Where's he going,
Vivi's going to collect his 4th relic. Ironically, the only relic he doesn't see is the one in the back of his base.
That is interesting. Is Yinghua trying to loop around to cut off the reinforcements?
Yep. Or kill the monks.
He'll kill 1. No conversion. He'll kill the knights, and he could kill the pikes as well. There's not enough pikemen there.
Go search for those. Go search for those Mangonels. He knows they're there.
I think Vivi just needs to mass more pikemen, though. Vivi is getting a 2nd barracks up. This is exactly what Yinghua needed, because he's certainly behind in this game. Yeah, he's going for the Mangonels. He needed some momentum, Dave. What do you do, though, if your opponent's going full pike? Do you just make your own pikemen?
No, he's making skirmishers.
Ooh, is
That's
he?
what he's gonna do.
Ooh.
Or he's dropping archer ranges. Yeah, probably skirm.
Could go skirm, could go cav archer. Obviously, that will delay his imp time, big time. I think Vivi's looking towards imp. He wants to get to halberdier, but he'll lose a few villagers to the camels. Yinghua could run in. If Vivi doesn't wall this up... Oh, Vivi does wall it up.
Oh, that one Vil. What a hero.
And now the pikemen have quite a few upgrades. More Mangonels now from Vivi, and a Scorpion on the front, and a castle on the front. I think the castle should go up. Can Vivi get 2 conversions? Oh, Yinghua's camels, no. Oh,
He
yeah.
sees the castle now. He can't deny it, really.
Well, he has more camels coming out, but I think by the time he goes for the villagers, the pikemen from Vivi will arrive.
And yeah, he's going into Cav Archers. Okay.
Can
I
work.
don't know about Cav Archers versus Franks, though.
Yeah, it's... We saw it with Nikov and MBL, right? Didn't work. I think it comes down to that being one of the only options that Indians can go for, because you can't go for a skirm when Franks can go for light cav and knights. So you have to go Cav Archer.
Yinghua's wood eco is so messy right now. He needs to figure this out.
Dave, he's going to click up to Imp. I don't know how, because he was behind in villagers, but his eco balance, despite the wood line, is near perfect, and he will click up to the Imperial Age. Just needs his buildings.
Where are the... he doesn't have
He
the
doesn't have the
buildings.
monastery, he doesn't have a university. There's the monastery.
jeez.
Yeah, that...
Oh, that feels real bad.
Yeah, that sucks. And now Vivi sees that Cav Archers are being made. And he's on the way up. So Vivi has the forward stone there. He'll probably build more castles. He has... Well, he should be getting 4 relics in a bit. Scouting the back of his base, so he could have all 5.
Yinghua didn't have the wood. He was just waiting for the wood to build the university because his wood eco was so bad.
Yep.
Gross.
Vivi gets conversions there. And it's just pikemen. If Vivi loses a few pikemen, he won't be too upset about this. What do you do? I think you still just go Halb. Halb, Castle Push, Trebs. Maybe Light Cav if you're Vivi. You don't necessarily need to go Cavalier. It's a bit expensive.
Yeah, I mean, he could win this game on cruise control right now. He's putting another castle on the hill in front of Yinghua's base. You just go Treb down the TCs,
Yep.
and then some pikemen to protect your Trebs.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking as well.
I really don't... Like, we've seen it twice, but I really don't like the Cav Archer in Indians in this position.
Yeah, Indians are just a weak civ against Franks. Like, it takes so much time to mass Cav Archers and to get upgrades on them. And if you fully commit to that, if you put all your resources towards that, Franks can just go for their knights anyway. Because it's impossible to go with camels and Cav Archers when you're behind. If you're ahead, you can do it. But Yinghua has never been ahead in this game. Let's see, though. Ballistics is on the way. Thumb Ring. These are some big upgrades.
How does he kill the Trebs?
Hell, you can't. he can't. But I mean, he can at least keep Vivi off of him. If he gets chemistry, then possibly he could go for bombard cannons, but it's gonna be tough. He could raid with the Cav Archers. He's trying to do that now. Vivi wants to build a castle at home at this very moment because he knows he's exposed here. That's not going to happen. Vivi will go Cavalier, Dave. He sees the Cav Archers. He knows Cavalier can work. And a Cavalier and Plate Barding upgrades on the way. But Yinghua is going to the castle. Does he kill that, or did Vivi delete it? Vivi deleted it, okay. First Treb's already out. Second Treb's already out, exactly. Can't kill the Trebs with camels if the pikemen are there. Vivi does have the pikemen there, but Yinghua's in. Yinghua's into the eco. This could work. He could maybe distract Vivi enough at his base and then push back the Trebs. Maybe.
Vivi seems extremely unconcerned about this. Okay, he's sending back the pikemen, and he's sending the knights into... Okay, base trade. He's gonna let Yinghua fool around in the back of his base, and he's gonna wipe out Yinghua's entire economy.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Yinghua, he doesn't have any camels at home. And, oh, great play from Vivi. I love it when players split up their Cavalier. 3 underneath this TC, 5 to this wood line, 3 going to the gold now. And the GG's called, and Vivi gets the win. Yeah, I think it was just a matter of time there. Again, Vivi aggressive in Dark Age with the lame. That really helped him. And then in Feudal Age, his scout micro was incredible, and he pretty much had the lead from there. It was cruise control, as you said, Dave. 3 TC boom. Yinghua was behind. Yinghua tried a very expensive option to come back, and he was almost always going to get pushed with the castles.
It's so funny to me how on paper Indians should win this matchup. And then once you see it play out,
Yeah, it is weird.
It's at like the late stage of Castle Age, you're just kind of like, what do Indians do?
Well, the big thing in the current meta, Dave, is momentum, and Franks never lose momentum in this matchup. It's weird. Oh my god! Baby Shark. One second, Dave.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. Mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark.
So I'm actually going to skip the alert there because you put your phone number in the donation, which is probably not a great idea with 3.5k people here. So yeah, I'll contact you, man. If you're interested in supporting the channel, thank you very much for the $100 donation. My goodness. Guys, we also had gifted subs from Mac and Els. And earlier, I just noticed this. We had a $99.99 donation from JS Punk. And his written message was Baby Shark do 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 do. It was 1 cent from triggering the Baby Shark alert. He's rooting for Vivi here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for the support today. Get some T90 dues in the chat for JS Punk as well. just an hour ago. He might not even be here anymore. Just an hour ago. T90 late. Oh boy. Well, Dave, yeah, I think the eco upgrades as well that Franks have, the free farms, the free foragers, it makes their feudal age so fluid. Not to mention the extra scout HP.
Mm-hmm.
Why not pikemen and camels for Indians? Well, he did do that. He went pikemen and camels, but he couldn't push with pikemen and camels. And so Vivi had free time at home to boom. It's probably one of the more interesting Civ matchups, as you said, because Indians on paper should have the options to beat Franks, but they just can't seem to get to them. T90, yesterday you said Yo is number 1 in China. How would you rank Vivi? Well, number 2. I would say he's number 2 in China for sure. The thing with Vivi is he's always been number 1 or 2 in rated games, but in tournaments he hasn't gotten big results yet. So that is the hope for Vivi fans, is that he will get results. And currently he is up 2-1, and we're going on to game number 4. That'll be up next. Here are the civilizations they have remaining. Vivi just used Franks, of course, so he has Slavs and Berbers. And then we just saw Indians from Yinghua. Yinghua has to win the next 2 games, otherwise he's out of the tournament. He has Malians and Slavs.
Slavs War?
I think we see Slavs War, yeah. And then if it's Berbers and Malians, it's pretty close then. Let's say that Yinghua wins this one and it's a Slavs War, then Berbers and Malians would be pretty close. Slavs War, well, we saw Celts War, and it's about executing the best possible strategy with the civilizations you're playing with. So, sorry, Yinghua won that one. Maybe a mirror matchup suits Yinghua, because he does play a bit more clean at times. Robrisk, I will not be uploading those to YouTube. I think a lot of ECL I won't be uploading to my YouTube, but it is in the past broadcast if you'd like to watch. T90, saw you watching Lex Veldhaus. I'm so proud. Yes, I was watching a bit. I saw Kalinskink there. I saw a few of my regulars there watching some poker. Keep in mind that the civilizations that the players use in this set, they can use in the next round. That's no problem. So it's not as if Vivi will have to save a civ. Kurchex, thank you very much, man. 4 months now, really appreciate it. Welcome back. Thank you, Pokemaster. Guys, if you can't tell, I'm a bit under the weather, so really happy that you're here, Dave, because this would be rough as a solo cast. Thank God you're here. Oh, man.
For anyone that hasn't casted before, when you solo cast, it is draining as hell.
Yeah.
Like, it is hard work.
And normally, if I don't get off the stream tired, then I feel disappointed. You know, when I solo cast, like, that's what I aspire for. But when I'm sick, it's rough. My throat is screaming at me every single time I speak. What sound does a sick camel make? Arr. There you go. That's what a sick camel sounds like. Game number 4 between Vivi and Yinghua, and we have a Slabs War, Dave. So we called it. So probably scouts for both, and then might see this heavy into pikemen and siege.
It's admin re.
Oh, is it? What's wrong?
Take a look at that left wood line from Yinghua. There's something in there.
Ooh, yes. Yeah. Is that
I know
his main?
stone. I don't know, man. That's just bad. Like, it's a bad map to begin with, but that's just...
Okay. So they'll figure it out. We'll watch it until then, and I think they'll restart this one. Yeah, no worries, Robrisk. The thing about ECL is there's so many games for me, and it's really hard to keep my YouTube viewers engaged with a tournament that changes so frequently with so many different matches. Actually, it's very difficult for myself to even remain hyped for the event. So I think what I will do is I'll upload the best individual games, just like anything else, but I won't upload the whole tournament as a whole. I've really thought about maybe making Twitch playlists, because on Twitch you can make playlists like you can on YouTube. So for people, I might want to see that there, but I'm not sure just yet.
Isn't it sickening how Yinghua's secondary stone is closer to Vivi than it is to Yinghua?
You're right. How is that his stone, man? It's crazy.
I don't know.
Well, fortunately for him, he doesn't have to play this. Imagine if his stone wasn't bugged. This would be a pretty rough map for him. I'm pretty sure they've been messaged by admins at this point.
Yep, they're back.
Okay, cool. So guys, because that one stone was bugged, they're going to replay this same civilizations, different map gen. And earlier Yinghua used one of his restarts. That does not count as one. It's an admin restart. Vivi, if he wants to use a restart, he's able to. Doesn't matter what the reason is, he'll have to call it before 4 minutes. Wacky Chan, I plan on casting pretty much every single ECL game in the future on my own channel, with the exception of the LAN. That is my desire anyway. But we'll see. Because there's different topics, and also Escape's listening right now, so I gotta be careful what I say. Where will the LAN be? In my apartment. T90's Escape Cup. No, I'm kidding. It's not going to be in my apartment. That would be an awful, awful location.
It's more like Escape from T90's apartment cup.
People would show up and be like, ah! Yeah, I'm not sure if the detail... Well, I don't know the details yet, Ducks. T90, are you going to cast NAC? I will not be there, so I cannot cast it. I would like to, because it's on Voobly. Send me the password, I'll cast it, but I don't think I'm allowed to, so... Win the tournament and you get to leave. Ah, yes. That's how it works. Yeah, the first person to get the 5 wins gets to leave the T90 apartment. Many people have been asking about Hidden Cup 2, and I'm still working on details, guys. I'm not one to announce announcements, but there will be an announcement of an announcement in the near future on Hidden Cup 2. By the way, I cannot wait for that, Dave. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Man, Hidden Cup 1 was so much fun.
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
That was crazy.
Runner Rain says, isn't T90 casting the next Vivi game? Runner Rain, what would make you think I'm not casting it, man?
There's a dude for the Hidden Cup YouTube videos. I saw him on the last video, like saying, "Oh, I knew all the predictions," and then I looked back. He had obviously watched the last video with the reveal, and then gone back to the previous matches and said, like,
spoiled
"Oh,
it all?
I think this player is this," like pretending like he's a genius.
Runner Rain, it didn't start, man. Runner Rain, I'm literally right here. Like, it is my job to be here. They're restarting. Thank you, though. Yeah, I know. There's always people like that, I guess. So when Dave came... Oh, wait. Did the next game... Is it going to launch now?
It's right now.
Okay.
Starting.
Well, then we'll save that story for another time. Perfect. Slabs versus Slabs. How are the maps? Oh, they're very close together. One of these weird ones. Okay, I think I can let out a sigh of relief. The maps aren't awful.
They each have one wood line. That's
Yeah, just
it.
you just gotta look for the wood line. Well, Vivi's map is significantly worse when it comes to wood. He has the back wood line, but the other options are all very exposed, whereas Yinghua has 3 wood lines in the back of his base.
Mhm.
And he can TC back there as well. Gold is safe for Yinghua. You have... all 3 golds are in pretty safe positions, so I like that. Stones are decent. The secondary stone's not, but the main stone's decent. Yinghua will be happy with this one. Meanwhile, Vivi... Like, look at the difference. Look at the difference here. Vivi has 1 backwood. Yinghua has 3 backwoods. Yinghua has 3 back golds. Vivi has 3 forward golds. I guess the only difference is that Vivi does have a back stone and 1 on the side.
Mhm.
So
He's got that wood line to the right too. That's not too far away.
and it's flat. I think it's important it's flat area so we can TC. Well, Slavs, my guess is it will be Scouts War. Start off with Scouts. You could go Man-at-Arms, though, because it's a strong infantry civ. I just think that players will typically go Scouts. Simply because you need to build farms as fast as possible with Slavs, and that's what you do with the Scout build. Okay, so there's a pause, or there was a pause, right before 4 minutes. It is default for us to be 90 seconds behind as casters, so the host time paused right before 4 minutes, which could be the time that Vivi might call a re. Would not be an admin re. And Yinghua's back, so we'll wait. I think Vivi will call a restart, because there's no other explanation, really. Which I think is... It's an okay restart to call. He doesn't like his golds, I guess, and he realizes that...
Yeah, he's calling a re.
The board! Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's calling a restart for sure. Ouch.
Oh, that's sad.
What is... Okay, he calls the re. Gotta love Vivi. He should call the re there. That's a really bad boar lore. It's unfortunate. Sometimes these boars, they're so focused on your villager, they run into a zebra or a tree or something.
Yeah, the equals. What was that about?
I don't know what that was. Someone told me that I don't have, Mandarin characters on my computer, and so it goes into something else. Because I've casted games with Chinese players, and it's just a bunch of random... It looks like wingdings. You know, the wingdings text? And I'm like, I can't speak Chinese. And then I've had viewers say, that's not Chinese, you idiot. Those are some random symbols. That's probably what it is.
Okay, chat, you're cool. I see it.
Amazing learn. AoE
We're
predates... Yeah, guys, I appreciate your input, but I'm just here to cast Age of Empires. Everyone's giving their translation for us. The best one, I missed it. Anyway, so they'll have Slavs again, different map gens. Now, Vivi doesn't have a restart and Yinghua doesn't have a restart. We will probably not encounter any restarts unless there's a bugged map, which is pretty rare. So, apologies for having to wait, but this is how it works sometimes. T90, why don't you use Artistic Graphics mod? It's perfectly specially for casting. Make a poll for... What?
What?
I'm not sure what that means.
I don't like any of the graphics.
If he's
mods.
asking me to use the graphics mod to change the graphics in Age of Empires 2, I don't like those either.
Yeah. Small trees is the only one.
Yep. Yeah, there are some interesting ones, right? It changes how the buildings look, but for the most part, it's difficult for me. Sometimes the mining camps look like lumber camps and vice versa, and I prefer the original graphics.
No snow mod, too.
No snow mod's good as well, of course.
Yeah. You just support global warming.
Thranduil says, T90, do you have an idea to hide the ping in-game for Hidden Cup 2? I have plenty of ideas for Hidden Cup 2, but those ideas are hidden. I will reveal them in the future. What time is Viper versus Tato? It is scheduled for 1 hour from now. So if they end up going to 5 games in this set, it should put us on course. Of course, if we have 2 long games, then the players will wait if they have to. But yes, Viper and Tato will be after this set.
Sigma Zero, I had that sheep launcher mod on. I was casting, I think it was like Enter the Badlands tournament or something like that
Yeah.
with Backed. And I had it on for the first game and I didn't realize.
I did that once before.
And I was trying to like cast a high level game and Backed is like running in twig space, like sniping villagers with sheep.
So for those that
I lost it.
For those that don't know what the sheep mod is, all the projectiles in the game turn into sheep. And not only that, but you actually hear that bah of the sheep. And so if a villager goes out to lure a boar, when they shoot it, it shoots sheep at it. And it's surprising because,
Or there's
you just never expect it. You normally forget that you didn't remove it.
There's the cow launcher mod, which is always funny when a Treb launches a cow like halfway across the map.
Yeah.
There's the elephant launcher mod is my favorite.
There's also
where you
the
can shoot
plumed
Persian
archer.
war elephants. Yeah.
Plumed archer, where all plumed archers have a plum on their face.
Don't come to my channel, Ryanair.
I mean, I think that people want to come to your channel now to see the sheep mod.
No.
Calculated 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a Hidden Cup playlist. If you guys, a lot of people seem to have never heard of Hidden Cup. After the stream today, I recommend that you binge watch that playlist because Hidden Cup was freaking amazing. And don't cheat, okay? For some reason, the final day has 4 times the amount of views as the other videos. So a lot of people cheated. Don't do it. Trust me, the experience is worth it. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so Slavs War. As we've said a few times already, look at the maps, see what the maps have brought us. 2 backstones for Vivi. He has more woodline options than he did last time. The golds are really rough, though. At least he could wall between the wood there. Yinghua, back main gold, perfect. Back stone, oh, that's a bit bugged, but should be fine. It's not admin-reable because it's a secondary stone. Yeah, this is okay. This is okay. This is going to be an even game.
Map.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Vivi's map because he's got that wood line at the north and then the wood line to the east as well. And then Yinghua's got that wood line at the back, which is super nice.
Yep.
And the back gold, of course.
Yeah, pretty much all you can ask for with these King of the Desert 2 maps is to have safe wood lines. And then if you have a back gold or back stone, that's a plus as well. So I prefer Yinghua's base because it's a bit more flat. Vivi, he can't TC these extra golds, which can make life really complicated for him. He'll have to TC wood. It's quite unfair with the elevation there, but... So I predict scouts, guys. I predict scouts. I think that they'll both go for the zebra push, both go for 20 population up then. Scouts as fast as possible. Then it gets interesting because you don't necessarily want to make a lot of knights in Castle Age if the Slav meta is to go into Siege. We could see, or not Siege, Pikemen in Siege. So we might see one player go forward with Pikes and Scorpions or Pikes and Machinels. But more than anything, I think it's going to be about who executes the same strategy the best, and then who gets to the Imperial Age and takes advantages. There's extra golds and stones in the northern corner, which players will need to scout. There's an extra gold in the western corner, which players will need to scout. All those things will come into play in this game. Dave, Celt War, Game 1. Yinghua was incredible versus Vivi. And it's not often we see the mirror matchups, yeah.
Yeah. Yinghua was just on top of everything that game. Vivi seemed to kind of jittery, maybe first game of the day, maybe that was the reason, but
kind of felt
Yinghua
like
had his
it.
build down perfectly, yeah. And maybe he has the advantage, like you were saying, in these mirror matchups.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I do agree. I think game 1 and 2 were sloppy by Vivi standards, and then he definitely picked it up. Game 2 was the Mongols versus Incas, right? He threw away his military, but he ended up winning the game anyway. We'll find out soon enough. It is 3 on 1 for both of them, so that confirms my scout suspicion. And then the Zebras have been pushed in for Yinghua. Vivi's Zebras have not been pushed in. They're actually really awkward up on this hill. So he didn't have that option. He's running forward to scout. So he's at a disadvantage there, but he's added a farm. So he'll bring in some food there. It's a Slav farm. The joke is that 1 Slav farm is equivalent to 3 Zebras. It's fine. Dave, I know you don't like it when I ask the stream this, but I am curious because there's lots of people here. How many people here are here for the first time? If you're here for the first time, say hello. If you are genuinely new here, most people say they're new here. I did
Now,
notice
how
a lot
many
of new
of you-
faces.
How many of you have a sub badge right next to your name? Like 90% of the people saying they're here for the first time?
No, that's how I can tell that there's a lot of newcomers here. Not that not being subbed is a big deal, but when it's any other stream, it's not a big tournament stream where there's a lot of hype associated with it. We have a high amount of people subbed.
So Yinghua's going 20 pop up, and Vivi is going to go 21 pop up.
Vivi did not push zebras, and he's down goats. He didn't see his goats in the north. So, advantage Yinghua, at least with the economy here. Anyway, guys, happy to have you all here. Thank you guys for sticking around today. Thank you guys for putting up with myself, who's sick. I like Yinghua's Dark Age. He'll have 6 goats underneath his TC for food. Vivi will have none soon. Yinghua will be up a bit faster. Yinghua has perfect lumber eco, perfect build order, nice little wall off here to the left, and then he'll build his barracks and his stable on the right.
Is Vivi going forward?
No.
Yes.
He is!
Yes!
Wow, in a Slavs war, really?
It's forward barracks too, not a tower.
You know what?
He's not afraid.
He's never afraid, man. The fat dragon fears no one. I wonder if he builds the barracks. Well, first of all, that barrack is gonna be spotted.
Nah.
But if he gets it up, right? If he gets it up, he could play spear heavy.
Spears into towers?
Spears and towers, yeah, because what can scouts do against that? Nothing. The only concern is there will be no spears defensively for Vivi.
Does Yinghua see this?
He has no clue.
He doesn't know!
He
My
has
Yinghua
no
doesn't
clue.
know!
Oh, he wants the
Oh my
wall.
God.
He wants the wall, and now he sees the barracks, which could be denied.
What?
This,
His stable
the
could
stable
be
could
denied.
be denied. Sorry, yeah. Yinghua is making
Oh,
his own spear,
man.
though. I think this stable will go up. So villagers and spears. This is what Vivi likes. The fat dragon likes to make it messy. And he likes his towers, so perhaps he wants to tower this wood line on the left.
The tower wasn't good enough. Needs to be more forward.
Yeah, he deleted that, didn't he? Not the TC, Vivi. Okay. Not the scout.
Right on the wood line.
Yep.
He sees that stone back there too, and he sees the stone forward too, so he knows Yinghua has very limited options in terms of stone.
Yep. Well, I think
Yinghua can't counter tower this, I don't think.
I think Yinghua's fine for now. Because I don't see where Vivi's next towers go, except maybe on the farm space. But remember, Yinghua has all the goats, so he didn't even need to build the farms yet. And he now has 3 scouts running forward. If Vivi doesn't have spears at home, this is why forward barracks is a bit questionable.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Forward production buildings are not good, kids, because you have no army defensively.
Yeah, and if he wants to send spears back home, which he's doing, it'll take quite some time. Vivi has built that tower, and he's just going to mine the stone there. But Dave, Vivi has a knack for staying alive in these situations, and then keeping those towers up for the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And
keeping those villagers forward, too.
yeah. He's so good at that, and he did well on his lumberjacks, on both of his lumber camps, and so he's sending his spears back now. I think the worry now is that if Yinghua gets a few skirmishers or archers out, he can use those archers and skirms to kill the spears that Vivi has. So Vivi will again be exposed, and Yinghua will just take his stone, no problem.
Okay, so Vivi's dropping a stable at his own base, so he's gonna have some military units once that goes down
Okay.
to defend his area. He's sent his spearmen back, sent 2 spearmen back, so now he can chase those scouts around.
And Yinghua will see the stable, could kill the villager building the stable? No.
And Vivi's almost killed a villager on the stone from Yinghua. Okay, Yinghua's gonna deal with this.
Yinghua's played well. He's
Yep.
played well. And
Another
another
tower
tower
coming
now
down
for
from
Vivi, and Yinghua's not happy about this, and he'll build a counter tower.
That's actually, if Vivi deletes this, then he knows that Yinghua doesn't have the stone for another one. Oh, yeah, he's on the
He's
stone
collecting the
north.
stone, yeah. I think this is risky for Vivi. Vivi doesn't know that Yinghua's building the counter tower. So he's going to commit to his, but then have to
And
bail.
Yinghua's going to trap the Vills in
Exactly.
with the scouts. Get on the other side.
Vivi needs to run! Vivi needs to
Get
run!
on the other side. Oh, Yinghua went to the wrong side there, I think.
Yeah, he should have gone to the left. He would have killed more than one villager, but at least he gets one Vil. And now Vivi's massing scouts. But this is kind of the wrong order here. You want to make scouts at the start, and then you save up the food to get to Castle Age, so... See if Vivi can hold his map control. His tower was denied there. He lost a villager, so he's behind one. But he still has the tower ranging some of the lumberjacks. It is annoying Yinghua more than it would normally.
Yeah, he has to move.
Vivi will need a lot of scouts, though, Dave. Because there's 5 for Yinghua, and Yinghua has spears. So 5 of Vivi's scouts is not going to cut it. He'll need more than that. Or he could try and outmaneuver the guy. Guess that's an option.
Yinghua walling up the left-hand side. That's smart. Now his base is really secure against those scouts.
Yep. Has gold safe. He's not taking it yet. Doesn't need it yet. Has stone safe. Has wood safe. And Vivi sees that his opponent has more scouts, so Vivi runs back. I would like to see Vivi use the barracks to send more spears, maybe.
No, he's got to keep him home defensively.
Yeah. And oh, wow. Yinghua came forward. Vivi's building a tower there. That's not the best tower in the world to protect that gold. It's pretty awkward.
I think it's less about protecting the gold and more about preventing Yinghua from running into his base in that area. Because it covers the berries and the farms and the gold, right?
Yinghua has 450 food. Vivi, oh boy.
Vivi wall up! Vivi wall up!
This is so bad for Vivi. This is so bad for the fat dragon. He'll lose another villager. He's also housed badly because he needed the house to complete. Well, now he's not housed because he lost the Vil.
He's gonna be into Yinghua's economy though. There's a weak villager right there, Vivi. She's on the farms, man. You hit her with the spear before.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He could kill that spearman. He could kill the farmers. He could kill the foragers. He needs to engage. He's probably distracted because Yinghua's at his base. Man, Yinghua playing really well, though. I mean, immediately runs into his TC, making more spearmen. And also forced Vivi off of this other lumber line. Vivi's making more scouts tape. And oh boy, more villagers are going to go forward for Vivi. He wants to tower the berries. That would be a good tower. It would be close to the stone as well.
Berries in those farms. He's taking the engagements against the spearmen too, only losing 2 scouts against 2 spearmen.
And there will be more scouts coming forward, and Yinghua is not expecting this.
And he's
Yinghua
not
wants to
doing
go to
much.
Castle Age.
Yeah, Yinghua's not doing much damage in the back of Vivi's base. Like, Vivi just garrisons the villagers. Yinghua goes away.
This is really
Rinse,
intelligent
repeat.
play. Yinghua is so exposed now because he's about to click up to castle without military. And he's hoping...
He's gonna freak out, too, when he sees this tower. Like, this is...
Well, he's kind of screwed, right? I mean, well, he's not
Yeah.
screwed. Obviously, he can still click up to Castle Age and stuff, but he needs his own defensive towers quickly. And Vivi could run right into his economy with Bloodline Scouts.
Okay, Yinghua not panicking. Putting down a tower behind the mill so Vivi can't put another tower coming forward and deny all these farms.
I don't like the first tower from Vivi. I think if he would
it
have
was a bit
placed it
farther.
further, he could have denied the stone with that tower, right?
Yeah, and Yinghua's actually putting a defensive tower on the stone. I don't know if that's gonna go up, though. It'll be close.
I think both go up. Well, yeah, I want to say they both go up. Let's see. Nope.
I don't know.
Nope.
No.
So the Vils are dead. Vivi needs to run in. Vivi needs to run underneath the TC, and he needs to kill
Right past
Vils.
the Weakville.
Yeah.
And into the wood line. Oh no, he's got bloodlines too. Oh no. Yinghua, this is the danger, man. This is the danger when you just go up and you have no military at home defending.
Yeah, he didn't expect Vivi to go forward. He figured he had the lead. Vivi realized that if he went forward again with more scouts and upgrades, he could do more. And he does do more. And now Yinghua's completely off of gold.
There's a hole in that wood line. There's a hole in that wood line, Yinghua. You need to see it. There's a hole on the left side.
Is there?
Vivi doesn't see it.
Is there a hole? It looks like there's a hole between the houses. I don't think there is. Vivi, it doesn't matter. Vivi's already done enough damage. Vivi needs to hit the gold again. Oh, and he's gonna do it as well.
Oh no. Spearman here now. That's not gonna do much against Bloodline Knights. Another Spearman coming up.
This
It's
could be the
enough to
game.
delay.
This could be the game, really.
Knights coming out now. And Yinghua didn't pull his villagers back fast enough.
I don't know why he sent his villagers out. I guess he needed to collect gold to make the few knights.
Vivi was trying to tower the woodline from Yinghua, and Yinghua brought his scouts over at the north side.
Wow.
There goes 4 villagers from Vivi. Such a nice play from Yinghua to see that with everything else going on.
So plays from both players, and then since Yinghua is evening out the vill count a little bit, and he had the faster castle time, and he got to knights faster, he's still in this one. And Vivi's making some spears from the forward barracks, but that's not going to get in. That will not run through the TC now. And there go the knights for Yinghua. He's going right to Fat Dragon's base. Vivi does not have any defensive barracks, Dave. So he can't, he has to send the spears back to his base, but the spears are so slow.
He's back in with the scouts again. They're weak, but he's back in.
Wow.
He's doing damage with the scouts once again. Scale barding armor coming in, or scale mail armor coming in for Vivi.
For his spearmen.
And more villagers coming forward from Vivi.
What? He's going to finish that tower, isn't he? Or wants to build another one at least. My goodness. What a game this is.
And he's killed 3 more villagers. He's losing villagers at the gold at his base. This is chaos.
This is chaos, man. Vivi is planning on making knights, but out of one stable. He needs to wall in his lumberjacks, otherwise he could die to the knights that Red has sent forward. Who knows where those villagers are going for Vivi. And Red can finally finish his TC.
Yinghua's also killing that forward tower.
Yeah.
I don't know if you mentioned that.
It's a good tower to kill so he can get his wood line back. And then the villagers are exposed for Vivi as well. Who knows where these... I guess these other vills are going to build a tower on the wood line. Yeah. Dude, what a game, man.
Yeah.
What a game. This is an awesome game. And okay, I think Vivi has enough to hold against Yinghua now.
Yinghua should see this tower though, right? Yeah, he clearly sees it. But I don't know if he's going to be able to stop it.
No, he can't stop it. Again, Vivi's so good at keeping the towers up for a long period of time. Being as annoying as possible. And look, he's building another tower, Dave. Next to his mining camp. And he can just repair the mining camp or stonewall on his vills. There's nothing that Yinghua can do to stop these towers. They will be annoying. Wow, the repair on the mining camp is enough. And look, now Vivi's sending pikemen to the knights that are attacking the mining camp to kill them.
From the forward barracks.
From the forward barracks, yeah. One pikeman's not going to cut it. And he's getting fletching for his towers. Oh my goodness, this Fat Dragon guy. So smart with the towers. He knows how to play the map. He just needs to keep making knights so he doesn't get overwhelmed by Yinghua back at his base.
Bloodlines coming in from Yinghua. It's going to have some pretty good looking knights there.
He needs wood. He's going to the north for wood.
Oh, he's going up to the north, but Vivi's there with knights.
It's
Okay,
like he
Yinghua
expects
sees
this. There are so many villagers. Vivi goes, okay, yeah, let's kill a few of these.
Oh, she died finally. The weak one died.
That was bothering you,
Ran
wasn't
past
it?
it so many times.
And now more pikemen, more knights from Vivi, so he can keep this tower up on the stone. Again, just remaining a presence. And meanwhile, he's booming at home. And this fight could favor Yinghua. Because he has some archers to kill the pikemen. I think Yinghua wins this fight.
He's got the towers too. It's funny that he made the archers, hasn't upgraded, hasn't even gotten fletching.
Yeah.
Like just just to kill those pikemen.
Dave, if Vivi realizes with these 3 vills that wood's being chopped, does he turn around and try and tower there?
No, he doesn't have the stone.
Well, he's just standing there. Oh, yeah, he's going to tower him.
He's waiting.
He's waiting for the stone. Does he go to stone at home now? Because he doesn't have any... Oh, no, he has stone from the stone miners there, I guess.
I love it when players, because there's usually so many wood lines, you don't think about denying it.
Yeah.
But when players do it properly, it just hurts your eco so much. Like Yinghua's only taking wood from that area.
And
now
Yinghua
here
needs to
comes the
think
tower.
about this, but he hasn't scouted the area. Vivi will tower that. Oh my god. This is why players are not a fan of playing Vivi, because he's so good with this. And it makes it look so easy. It's such a simple thing, but he always gets away with it. What's Vivi's eco like back at home? 2 town centers. He does have a 7-vil lead. Has a monastery at home and is stable.
Oh, they're about to chop through that wood line.
I see that.
Yeah, we both saw that.
I see that. Yeah, we know to look for it at this point in our casting career. Oh boy, that's probably 3 dead Vils. Vivi's not paying attention to that. They're dead.
And
Yep.
they're in.
And then the tower will be up for Vivi.
And the TC is going down there from Yinghua, but he's gonna see that tower. Feels bad.
So good thing for Yinghua is he killed a few villagers. Good thing for Yinghua is he is in this game, right? But Vivi definitely has more control.
It's also nice for him that he's gone into the crossbow. Because Vivi doesn't have armor for the knights yet.
Yeah.
The crossbow counters the pike, the crossbow counters the monks. He just needs to make sure he's got access to wood.
And he's doing a great job at using his knights. Killed another 2 villagers at Vivi's base.
Killed a couple knights.
Yep. He has some weak
Go
knights
to the
now,
stone
but
now. Oh, he's preoccupied. He's losing knights.
he's
Danger.
preoccupied because Vivi sent knights towards his TC, and Yinghua killed those knights.
University from Yinghua. You really want ballistic? You can't even afford... You have no wood?
he could barely afford another lumber camp.
Look at the gold! Put a market down!
Yeah.
Look at his gold!
Maybe he mixed up his hotkeys. I really think a market would be helpful. Look at him, though, running with the knights. I really like how he's played this. He has to delete these knights now, though.
No, not before he kills a couple more villagers,
Ooh.
though.
He ran away in time. And he'll kill 2 more. Man, what a series this has been from Yinghua.
Yep. Very impressive. And oh, the crossbows, please notice it. Okay, he's picking off the pikemen at the front, but there's a lot of knights from Vivi, even though Vivi doesn't have the arm.
Vivi should win
he
that.
could definitely take this, yeah.
Yeah, Vivi should win that. He really needs to get his armor upgrade, though. Actually,
Maybe
you know what?
he
Because of
does
that one tree... Nope. Because of that one tree, Dave, the knights couldn't surround.
Yeah.
That's good for Yinghua. As far as trades go, that's really good.
Is Yinghua going to drop a castle, and where is it going to go?
Yeah, which woodline do you want the most? That's the question.
I want to see him dragon the dragon. I want to see that
Oh,
castle
that would be so good.
forward somewhere.
Dragon the dragon, huh? Well, if you think about it, he does have his wood secured here on the front, at least for now. I think the safe option is to build the castle maybe between those wood lines.
Look at his gold.
His eco's so imbalanced. This is all
Big
because
market.
of Vivi's tower.
Vivi making a forward siege workshop, coming forward with the knights. Now they have the armor. Yinghua making the castle there as the knights are coming in. I think
It's
Yinghua
fine.
can defend against this with the crossbows.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's building a market there as well. I don't like this fight, Vivi.
No.
I don't like this fight at all. Doesn't make
He's
much
coming
sense.
forward with the monks, but the monks are too late.
Yeah, the castle will go up.
Delete the
Delete
knight.
it. Nice job, Yinghua. Yinghua's really impressed me, man. Really impressed me in this tournament. And now he has woodline secured. He will have his market, so he can balance out his eco a bit.
He needed that market like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It was getting ridiculous. And this wood eco is just ugly as well.
Vivi does have a 20 vil lead now, Dave. It's crazy how I can do this. 20 vil lead. And I don't think crossbows will be enough against this many knights. Certainly with the Mangonel there. And look, you know what Vivi's going to do? He's going to loop around the wood line and just keep pressuring the wood.
Yep.
I think Vivi...
Yinghua does have ballistics now.
Yeah, it's
So
helpful.
he can snipe these knights.
I personally think that Vivi needs to build his castle at home next to the gold on the hill. Because remember, he
It's
can't
Vivi,
town
dude.
center.
No, no, it's Vivi, man. Don't tell him to build a castle at home, okay? He's going in for the castle.
Are you kidding
Right?
me, Vivi?
Loop around, my friend. Yes, I am the dragon. God damn it. Put that castle down.
Oh my god. No other player would do this. No other player would do this. Only the dragon, man. Every other player would play it safe. Look, doesn't have the castle at home, and what's gonna happen? He's gonna get wrecked. He's gonna
Doesn't
get
matter.
wrecked.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, geez. So he's pushed off of gold as he's building a forward castle. He's sending knights into the back of Yinghua's eco. Yinghua has noticed this. And now Vivi needs a response to the crossbows. He needs to get back on gold, and he could even be pushed off stone here in a bit. That is a really good raid from Yinghua.
Everything about Vivi's game plan right now is denying access to wood from Yinghua.
I know wood. But Yinghua's playing really well despite being behind. He picked off villagers that Vivi had forward on that stone in the left corner. And the only reason I say Yinghua's behind is because of the vill count. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything if the vills are dying or vills are inefficient for Vivi. He has plenty of idols right now.
Yeah, he's sending a Mangonel back to deal with this, but of course ballistics.
Yeah.
He can do some damage.
And the castle didn't do anything right now, man. Like, you got to build it more ballsy, right between the TCs.
Even that TC placement is suspect. But like, listen, the only thing Vivi needs to do is shut down this wood line from Yinghua. And yes, there's a tower right next to the wood line. He knows, man. He knows. It's all about the wood for Vivi right now.
Vivi will kill the crossbows. This is extremely important because the crossbows got into a nice little nook and cranny, but it goes down. Where's this tower you're talking about? That tower? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, Vivi? There's crossbows there.
Doesn't care.
This is why we love this player. This is why we love this player. This guy is incredible. And okay, Yinghua sees this, and then Vivi's like, not today. I have Mangonels, buddy. You're not gonna stop this tower. Well, he'll
kill the villagers.
He is gonna stop the tower.
Hello? Vivi?
He'll send more vills. It's fine. He'll send more.
Send like 10. Oh, he's sending 4.
Oh, he's sending
2 wasn't
knights
enough.
too. He could lose his Mangonels if he's not careful. He'll probably lose his Mangonels, but he'll trade versus the knights. And Yinghua will now build barracks. I guess he's thinking pikemen.
Yinghua, man,
Dave,
he's trying so hard. Like, he tried to go to the gold to the left and kill that tower, but Vivi countered it. He's trying to go to the right side, but Vivi's building a tower there because he sees it. Now Vivi's denying Yinghua off gold. He's done with the wood.
He researched Bodkin specifically for the towers. He doesn't have any plans to make range units.
No,
he's towering everywhere.
Yinghua can't get any Yinghua is YOLOing a TC right next to the tower from Vivi at the north to try and get access to wood.
Yeah. And Vivi's sending knights into the woodline on the left. He's sending knights into the gold where he's just towered on the right. And he towered the woodline. This is what Vivi does. This is the Fat Dragon, guys. Full map control for him. He knows exactly where his opponent will be going. This is an amazing performance from him.
And into the woodline. There is a hole there. He's got knights in there now.
Wow.
Okay, Yinghua's responding with some knights of his own. Yinghua down to 68 villagers, and
it's messy. It's real messy. And Vivi's on the way up to Imp. Okay, do Slavs get guard tower? Do Slavs get guard
they do,
tower?
Remember,
I think they do.
it's the Salt Shaker guard towers.
Oh yeah, it looks like Salt Shakers. Does he get guard tower before he goes into his infantry and siege? He has the university.
It's over, man.
He's over.
Just strangled Yinghua off every single resource.
Incredible. It's amazing, really. Denied the stone earlier. Denies this gold. Denies some of this gold and wood. And the wood line that Yinghua's getting back with the TCs here will be pressured with probably halberdiers and siege. So
it's amazing that Yinghua's still in this.
Yeah.
Like, how?
Well, Yinghua did a really good job with his unit control. He did damage with his scouts and knights and crossbows every single time he went forward. So for that, I give him credit. And he is Slav, so maybe he can come back, but it's not looking good.
So he's finally secured a wood line.
For now.
But now Vivi knows that's the priority now.
Yeah. And he'll just go Halb and Siege Ram, right? Just push that whole area.
You could just go Trebs from that castle.
Yep.
He's going Rams. Yeah.
And meanwhile, Yinghua is making just pikemen, so he wants to push back a bit in Castle Age. Probably recognizing he's way behind.
He's trying to clear up that wood line in the middle of the map as well. Trying to clear up that tower. Vivi knows that's an issue, building a barracks there.
And Vivi hits the Imperial Age. And Yinghua just calls it. Wow, that was what we expected from Vivi today, man. That was worth the wait. What a game from Vivi. My God.
I'm impressed. That, like, just the map awareness from Vivi. Every time Yinghua looked for an alternative source of wood or gold or stone, Vivi was there.
He builds the first tower. He goes, okay, I took a stone away from him. Where's this next one? He ended up towering that for a bit. Then he realized that he had the wood tower. He goes, okay, where's the next one? Boom, goes to that. Where's the next one? Boom. Just the whole way around the map. It was crazy.
Yeah. And then as soon as Yinghua's main gold was expired, Vivi's like, oh, where are the other golds?
Yes.
I'm gonna go to those.
It's amazing. It's so easy for us to see as well, which is the beauty of it. I know that many people might not like the towers and whatnot, and I'm generally not a fan of towers, but Vivi towers with a purpose. It's so clear, even for us spectators, to know exactly what Vivi's going for, and he starved Yinghua out of resources and then just boomed it home. Again, did he wall at home? No, not really. Not really. Wide open at home, but he was able to win because he was applying all the pressure at his opponent's base. Crazy game. So, if you did not see the result of MBL and Leary yesterday, which has been uploaded to YouTube and was streamed yesterday, please mute the stream for 2 minutes because I don't want to spoil it for you, okay? I need to say some things, so mute the stream, and then Twitch chat can tell you when to unmute because I need to say something. It will be the Fat Dragon and Leary in the semifinals. So
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Dave and I were talking about it. We said that if Vivi were to face Viper in the semis, we think we give Viper a big edge. But if Vivi faces Leary in the semis, that's much better for Vivi. I think that Leary, he's a beast of a player, but if he struggles versus any style, it would be Vivi's style. I'm really looking forward to that semifinal.